Greetings and welcome to the 160L Man proudly presents Say What? And as always, y'all know this episode is brought to you by Nickel Wise. Nickel Wise for all your frightening pleasures. If you got kids, I'm so sorry for you. And it's also brought to you by, yes, the Space Pimp. Brother Cousins in the building. Come on, man. The Space Pimp. He got what you need in sensual satisfaction for your droids. Always. Brother Cousins, Space Pimp. Anyway, y'all, let's go. Let's get it going. I'm ready. I know y'all ready. Let's get it in. Love the intro. I gotta say, love that intro. That intro was brought to you by none other than 6Scale Mafia, the Vape King himself. Yes. Anyway, greetings everybody. I'm pulling the wheel right now when I'm looking at the camera. Greetings everybody, and welcome to the 160L Man proudly presents Say What. If you are here, I'm so happy that you're here. I'm excited about tonight's show. I know you guys are. We're going to jump into some really decent topics, man. It's going to be lovely, but I can't do this without this amazing panel, so I'm just going to actually bring him on now. Man, what is going on, everybody? And you see everybody out there, it is a packed house. It's packed for a specific reason. But yes, these are my friends, my family, so I can't do a show without the fam. So I have them on. I'm so glad everybody's here. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing great, man. Doing great.
Doing good.
Great. That's good. That's good.
KG's lighting on Pennywise, bro. Top tier.
Yes.
It looks great.
You see how it is. He's trying to flex on him, but we know how it is. We know what time it is. But you ready to go? Because we always got to go up the top.
Oh, we got to do the intro?
We got to do the intro. We got to go off the top and just let everybody know what's going down.
I come prepared.
So first off, we have none other than Mr. KG the Collector, KG Chalamet, KG whatever you want to call him, who is currently on the set of Willy Wonka, and I just found out he's doing some other shit that he didn't tell anybody about. But anyway, Mr. 10% himself, KG is in the building. How you doing, brother? You can tell us later. I knew he was going to say something, but you can tell us later.
Rhetorical question.
Exactly. Next up, we have none other than my man, the Godbeard himself, Mario, a.k.a. El Profesoro. He's sitting up there combing his beard, getting his module case ready behind the scenes. This guy does it all. I mean, come on, multitasking is his thing. We got Mario El Profesoro in a building. Next up, we have none other than with some wine in her hand, and she was ready for it. You see that? That's how y'all got to get ready. That's how you actually do it. That's the presentation that I want. In the building, all day, every day, doing her thing. Next up, we got none other than the Vape King himself, 6Scale Mafia, combing whatever hair is left on the top of his head. But yo, I'm telling you, always, man, we got 6Scale Mafia in the building, ready to go with that Darth Maul shirt on. I want it. Yes, all day, 6Scale Mafia. Next up, we got my man in the building. My man, Roddy Reviews, is in the building for the first time on Say What all day, every day. Look at him, y'all. Flexing on y'all. That's what he does. That's why he's here. That's why I brought him in. Mr. Flex himself, Roddy Reviews. Next up, come on, man. What is a show without the pimp? Without the brother cousin Space Pimp in the building. He don't got the curls out, he got the hat on, but he still got the baby oil. Man, come on, Mr. Space Pimp. If you want to go to space, he's your guy. And last but not least, in the building, y'all, you know who it is. 10-time champion of Pennywise statues. We got Mr. Will Foxification in the building. Come on, man. Sexy Flexy himself. Wildcard Will. All day, every day. We just got off a stream with him, and he was so gracious to come over here. So, yes, Mr. Will Foxification in the building.
Whew.
That was an introduction. We got through it in one take, unplanned. Yo, that's how you do it. That is how you do it. And I'm so glad that we were able to do it this way. And I have all y'all here. So yes, man, let me say welcome everybody out there. It's going to be a great show. I'm going to actually address the chat real quick. We got Ryan Kirkwood in the building, Philip the Fool. We got Mike Fiala. Latoya T Baby is in the building. Louis LaBitz, brother cousins out there too. Brayton, we'll see. Malachi Mabane. We got, let's see who else is in here. Lake Studios is in the building. Rebel Scum. We got Mary Sullivan is in the building. Thank you for basically being here. We got $1.99 super chat by my man DJ N, always coming through. What up? What up? What up? With the muscle flex. I love that, bro. We had Ben Cave is in the building. Let's see who else we got. Tobar, the Dakinator. DTA Artman is in the building. Thank you for coming through. Now, we will have the Russian bot, because they always come through, so we expect to see them a little bit later. Jason Kugler, Calvin Williams. We got, let's see here, Uncommon Flex. We got Van City Collectible Gaming in the building. Always good to see you. FBJ is in the building. KGM Smith is in the building. Community Arcade is in the building. Angel is in the building. Who else we got? Brett the Movie Guy is here. JP Noble. Let's see here. Major Brim Derlin is actually here. Marvel Us Reviews is in the building. Thank you for basically being here. We have Dinesh Thea Paraja is in the building. Renz Talentino, as always, my guy Renz with the, I mean, come on, man. Renz with the artwork. Come on, y'all. Come on. Primetime Reviews and Kathri is in the building. I got through all of that. I am so happy that everybody is basically here with us tonight. Philip the Fool. Everybody, so glad. And Ant-Man is in the building. So glad. Now, is that Hank Pym or, which one are you? Let me know. Let me know. We got a $2 super chat also right now by Kiwi Collector. Oh, damn. Will showing off the firearm collection.
Baby.
You already know, man. You already know. So, guys, it has been a very eventful week. It was crazy because we got off of Will's show on what was that, Sunday? I think it was Sunday night. We had got off of Will's show, and let me tell y'all something. And this is what people are pretty much overlooking. And let me bring this up real quick. Let me bring this guy up real quick. This guy, for some particular reason, is he's the modern day Nostradamus. Like, literally, he was telling y'all, he was telling everybody that there was going to be a release. He was like, don't count it out. It was going to be a release. And we were like, nah, it's Chinese New Year's. We're not going to see it. But he was like, nah, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a release. It's going to happen. And sure enough, every single time he says it, there is a release or a reveal. So I got to give it to you, brother. Like, literally, I have to give it to you, brother. And it was crazy because we had just got off of Will's stream. Will had went out and got some food. All of a sudden, that dropped. I actually got a picture from Six Scale Mafia, also with an invite to his show to talk about this piece. I was like, wow, when I got on, everybody was there. Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all, I kind of went on a little tangent. Reason why, I had my reasons. It was a little one. It was a little one. But I'm going to settle that tonight because I'm a bit calm and I'm going to explain you why. It's not that serious. We're not going to get too deep into it. But again, we're going to have the discussion on this show. And we're going to keep it positive, straight up positive. Now, I don't know how positive it's going to be because we got Wild Card Will here, but it's going to be positive.
That's true, bro.
But nah, literally, so glad that we can actually, I'm just going to actually bring it up because, like I said, it's been a topic of discussion all week. Like, pretty much all week, everybody's been talking about it. And I'm just going to say a few things first before I, bring everybody in. It's about this guy. Come on, we've been talking about it, and let me just kind of get to here we go. So we're going to keep it right here for a second. I got to keep myself from laughing every time I look at it, but we're going to keep it here for a particular second, okay? Now, the reason why I brought this up, and let me just kind of bring this over like that. The reason why I basically brought this piece up was for a specific reason. Now, look, we know that when this piece was released, we had actually gotten, there was a lot of backlash. People were talking about the sculpt. That was basically the topic of discussion. People were unhappy with it. I don't think Hot Toys put this out with the expectation of it being that big. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they did. I don't know. But there was a backlash. And because of that backlash and because everybody was talking about this piece, what happened? They put out a statement later on, which was surprisingly enough, I think Will called that that they put out actually, and they stated that this wasn't the final product. This wasn't the final head sculpt. They were doing it. And my only thing was, it was like, look, as a company, and this is where I sit with it, and I can understand. Now, I want to say this because, number one, I understand that everybody who doesn't have one of these figures, if they didn't actually get the Toys Era version, if they waited to get this version, they were waiting Hot Toys to get, you finally got it. I'm happy for you. And from the neck down, this piece is brilliant. Like, literally is brilliant. You get the swap out arms. The tailoring on is decent. You get the jacket, the wire in the jacket. You get all that. So basically, with that being said, that aside, let's move to the head sculpt. Now, again, there was a lot of drama. My thing was, as a company, and who, and I think it was JC Hong that actually put that statement out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you aren't really that confident behind it, number one, as a company, if you're not as confident behind it, why even drop it to put out that particular statement? So that's just telling me that you didn't anticipate that happening, but then you put out the statement, which I commend everybody out there in the collecting community who was very vocal about it, and they got things happening to the point that they put out that statement. And that was just basically my thing. Also, I was just simply saying this. We can't always give, as much as we love, and I love Hot Toys just as much as everybody else, but we can't keep on letting them slide and just giving them a pass just because they are the top of the food chain. We got to call them out just like we would call out any other company. I think it's a level playing field. We got to also remember that Hot Toys at one point, they were themselves an unlicensed company fighting for a position, and they got it. So give the little guy a chance as well. And we can call you guys out, and you're delivering. And you just promised that you would actually deliver. Now, my thing was also, they put this out probably even ahead of schedule. I don't know, probably. But I think they did it knowing that that Toys Era one is about to drop pretty soon because it was just a re-release. So that's also going to hurt them a little bit. But at the same time, they do sort of have the advantage because it's Hot Toys. So I just wanted to preference it by saying that. And I'm glad that they put out the statement, because if they didn't do it, this head sculpt to me is Hamburglar. That's the way that's what it looks like. It looks like the Hamburglar. KG, because I know that you are literally a resident Spider-Man, along with me, Spider-Man 2 fan, Tobey Maguire fan, and stuff like that. So I get it. And I know that you're getting this particular piece. How do you feel now after the simple fact that they put out the statement and they said that they're going to, this is the final product and there's going to be a redo and they're going to give us an updated sculpt? Do you feel more confident behind it now? Well, you already did, but do you feel more confident?
Yeah. It's a tricky thing to talk about because, when I first saw it, we and Riley and Mafia were on IGN. We were talking about the sculpt for a little bit, and I think our first intentions, our first reactions are the worst because we're like, oh, what the hell was that? This is a horrible sculpt. Mm-hmm. But I took as much deliberation as possible, and over time I'm like, what? It's not a bad sculpt. Now I'm glad that JC Hong came out and said that this is not the final sculpt. But at the same time, I'm in the back thinking like, well then, why announce it? It's just. But at the same time, I'm like, I could understand it because they're trying to maintain the hype as much as possible because that movie came out like 2 months ago, so they're trying to keep the boat rolling for sure for this, from this line. So I do understand as a business perspective, but I think the sculpt, honestly, Lael, isn't as bad as people think it is. I don't think it's the worst sculpt I've ever seen. People are saying it's the worst sculpt ever. Really, it really isn't. I think it just has to do with lighting, and yes, it does need tweaks here and there for sure. I do agree with that. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? If this is the final product, if we do get this, I won't be pissed. That's just me. Mm-hmm. That's me. I won't be pissed because I'm happy. I'm fortunate enough to own a Doc Ock. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful to have a Doc Ock in the collection. Mm-hmm. And I got to be honest with you, Leia. I know you're going to disagree with this, but I think this is better than the Toys Era version. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. But me personally, I think
that's cool.
It's better than the Toys Era. Cool. So it's a great figure. $360. When you put shipping in there, like $415 at the door. I think it's reasonable. For a deluxe version, you're getting another tentacle, the nanotech version of the tentacle. So for me, I think it's a figure that I can't wait to get in the collection just because I don't have a Doc Ock and I've been holding off till this guy came out. So for me, this is a must buy. You know, I grew up with the Raimi trilogy. I grew up with that film. And Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. I mean, it's not just the character, but also the emotional impact that character had in that movie. And I mean, even the comics too. I mean, I was reading a comic book with the Black Symbiote going against Doc Ock, and you can tell that Doc Ock in the comics, he wasn't sure that he wanted to be a bad guy, you know, but the arms were taking control of them. And seeing that throughout the film is just, I love Spider-Man 2. I love that movie. I love the villain. I love all the villains from that trilogy. So this is a must-have. That Goblin's a must-have as well. And I will begin the hobo version, as we call him right now. So for sure, this is a must-have. And yes, I mean, the sculpt is up for reservations. I know some people, it's a very divisive sculpt. But then again, we know Hot Toys. They're seeing the commotion right now. And they are, you know, tweaking the sculpt here and there. Who knows, man? You know, now they're not being transparent as much as we want them to. But we're seeing that slowly but surely, them trying to get into that. So I do hope the sculpt, I hope it pleases almost everybody, because I know it won't please everybody in the community. Everybody has like, you know, like, yeah, it should be this, it should be that. So I think Hot Toys will definitely fix the sculpt and it will turn out great. I know that for sure. So
Mario, your opinion and thoughts on the updated sculpt. The simple fact that they put that information out that they're going to actually do that. Do you think that it instills more confidence? Do you think it was? I mean, it's safe to say that I want to say, is it safe to say it was a good PR move? Do you think it was a good, safe PR move, or do you think it was? How do you feel about that? You know, them doing that right after doing that after they got the raids. Do you think that they probably thought that this was an okay sculpt?
If they thought, whether or not they thought it was okay, I think they should have put that disclaimer from the beginning, because they didn't. Right. So that would have, like, I think that would have changed the narrative completely. Right. I think everybody would have been more understanding, say, hey, this isn't actually the final sculpt. So, you know, maybe not bash it that hard, but still, everybody's going to have their own opinion, and they're going to say what they're going to say. The thing is with me, I mean, all they just said is this is not a final sculpt. So what I want to know, what does that actually mean? Because what I think is that the sculpt itself, I mean, the concept of everything is fair, except for the nose down, in my opinion. I feel like this should have been something that shouldn't have so much expression on his face. And I think that if they didn't have that big old goofy smile on his face, that it wouldn't have been so, you know, judged so harshly. Yeah. Right. So when everybody said they're going to fix it, are they going to change the sculpt completely? Are they going to adjust some paint apps here and there? I mean, I just don't know what their interpretation of actually, you know, what they're going to do to fix it. What is the actual remedy to it? I think they should just do an entire different sculpt. I'm sure that's what most of us think that they're actually going to do, but I just don't think they will. If anything, I just think they'll just like slightly alter it just a bit. But I think we're still going to end up with the same goofy expression, but a little, you know, I guess touched up. That's more appealing to the eye for some. But I still think it's still going to get flamed up in the end when it's all said and done. You think it's going to get flamed? We'll see. Yeah, definitely. I think so. All right. Before we get to Raleigh, real quick, we got a $1.99 super chat by DJN Doc Evil Chipmunk. That's what he called it. Yo, that's pretty funny, man. Like, that is hilarious. We also got a let me see here. I think I got it. He actually said it twice. So Doc Evil Chipmunk. That's funny. Raleigh, you know, basically, you're first off, like, because I had talked to majority of these guys, so I didn't really talk to you and about it. But your first thoughts once you saw this released and everything. Where were you at, and where are you at now since they've put out that disclaimer and stating that this head sculpt wasn't the follow? Where you at? Where do you sit with it? Right. So at the start, I was actually working. So once I got off my shift, like, it was probably like an hour after the announcement. Like, I was like, oh, it's a Sunday. Maybe Hot Toys dropped something. But I went to Hot Toys and saw the Doc Ock, and I was like mind blown, excited. But then when I went to these photos right here, I was just like that face sculpt was not sitting right with me for sure, 100%. As soon as I saw it, I was just a little disappointed, especially because Hot Toys, we rise them at such a high standard. And to see something like this, you're just like,
to such an iconic villain, you're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of bums you out. But afterwards, kind of like what KG said, after sitting on it, it isn't as bad as people have said how it's the worst head sculpt, etc. But it was a very bold move for them to drop this head sculpt and to not expect the community to be like, some people to be outraged, because it's definitely controversial. But I'm confident myself now that I'm gonna get this no matter what. If this production, this face sculpt is exactly the same to final, I'm still gonna buy it, because it's just, to me, I love Spider-Man, the villains. I love No Way Home, and I'm still gonna buy it nonetheless. But yeah, like I said, it was a very bold move of what they did with showing the head sculpt like this, and hearing everything from the community. It was not pretty. But another thing that I'd like to say is that I don't like this whole like thing they have with just these black backgrounds with the characters. I think they should add it to make stuff a lot more dynamic, because it would be a lot more interesting. Like, let's say if they added like a bridge and him fighting there, because you have third-party companies like So Toys, etc. with, like, I think that Red Knight, like, you're having all these dynamic poses and all these moves with a background. But the fact that
it's a little
like
dull.
This, right.
To sell the actual realism of the figure, right?
Right. So if we were able to see like a bridge fight with the Iron Spider, like rather than just a photoshopped Iron Spider and him with a black background, to me it just kind of caught me off guard. I was expecting a little bit more for such a.
They used to do that too, but I don't know why they went with this black background thing. It's just it doesn't sell the figure as much as it did before with the
right. Yeah, and we talked about that. But other than the head sculpt, I mean, obviously from the neck down, everything just looks like perfect. Like I really love it, and I'm confident that they're gonna fix it by the time final production comes.
Yeah.
Okay. My man, 6 Scale Mafia, aka Vape King. How again, because I think, like always, I think it was either you or it was, matter of fact, it was who was, somebody actually sent this to me first. They sent me the disclaimer. I saw the disclaimer. I don't know who was it. Somebody actually sent it to me first. It wasn't I forget. Anyway, how do you basically feel after the after disclaimer and after we saw that? Like, what do you feel about it? Do you think that it was a good move, or do you think it's just their way of admitting that they effed up?
I don't think it really was their decision. Just having like a little bit of not insider in as far as Hot Toys is concerned, but just a little bit of knowledge. I think there's scheduling things that go on, right? And I think it's a little bit. Now I know we all had our initial reaction to it, but I'll say now that JC Hung came out, for better or worse, said that this is not the final sculpt, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Be like, okay, so I'm not going to complain about it anymore, because I don't think it looks that great in its current state. But I think they had to put it out, because the hype's dwindling down from the movie. It really is, you know what I mean? It's everybody's seen it. It's like, okay, what's the next, spectacle, to catch our eyes. So it's different in my opinion compared to Green Goblin, where, as I said, the Green Goblin he's masked, so you can have 14 photos of him and then just show a blurred head sculpt. I think they're still working on both of those, but with this, it's like, okay, well, we have to announce it. And I think everybody lost their shit over it. And I mean, it's not horrible, but it's janky. It doesn't look right. I don't think they were trying to pull a fast one over us. I don't think it was a dishonest thing where they're like, well, if we put it out, no one complains, we're just going to ship it. Because we've seen that before with other figures where they, they show the sculpts and then they don't even tell us. And then they're like, oh, by the way, here's the final product. We updated the head sculpt. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it's not horrible, but it definitely needs the improvement. And I will say, like, I highly, highly doubt anybody who's watching is like this, but seeing people like attack the artists,
that was off,
and like
that was
like
off.
Death threat shit, like, you know what I mean, and just saying hateful things is like,
that's
cool.
That's awful. That's not
crazy. So I get it. There's room to have criticism. I think criticism is important for anybody, no matter what profession you're in, you know what I mean, but do it respectfully. Is my take, you know what I mean. Okay, I don't like that head sculpt, man. I think this needs to be improved. or something. Not like all the hateful shit that we were seeing all over forums and social media. It's like, so yeah, I mean whatever. But I agree with everything else. The rest of it looks great.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm looking forward to, now we're gonna fast forward a year or so from now, and when we see the final product photos, we can all look back on this and be like, okay, was it worth the fuss? I don't know. So they don't really let us down often, right?
Yeah. I do think though, those shades, in my opinion, need to be a bit darker.
Yeah, they're cheap and they're real
They
light.
need to be a bit darker. They're too light.
Agreed.
They need to be a bit darker.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Way too light.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
All right, no doubt. What do you let Cameron get it? Oh, does he got? Yo, look at this.
He got Fred Durst as his
He got
avatar,
Fred-
bro.
Wow.
He got a drink just to do that.
Wow.
Just to get a drink, right?
He
Wow.
didn't even mute himself, bro.
Yo, that's too funny. Yeah. What do you feel about? Because we didn't really get a chance to talk about it, but what do you think about this? And the release and the look and them actually putting out the statement. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I love Alfred Molina. I love this character, and I've watched him many years in many roles, and I know what he looks like. Over let's say maybe over a 25-year period.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, this may not, just this one shot that we're looking at may not be the best photo of the face of this figure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dark kind of spaces or shadier views of it, and some of the other pictures I've seen of this face sculpt look pretty good. So I don't know, I'm conflicted about this because sometimes they can take a photograph, the background can make a difference in how the figure looks. The lighting in the front of the figure can make a difference in how the figure looks. And then all of a sudden you're like, gee, is that the same figure? Is that the same head sculpt? So, what if it's even just the tone, the skin tone that they're showing you? That in that particular shot, maybe that was a prototype and they did, make it, and in a darker skin tone, it does look dramatically different from, let's say, what might have been the original skin tone or, a prototype skin tone, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those are all things that I think about when I see a figure like that. And I almost wonder whether, depending upon how many head sculpts come with this figure, that particular pose, and I don't know who said it, but his smile didn't match the franticness in the eyes.
Yeah.
Because as this thing is just taking over him, he's not the same person anymore. And I think it's kind of interesting that they were trying to capture, the pain and just essentially him losing himself to this possession, so to speak. And, some of the shots look really good. And I'm like, yeah, that's Alfred Molina. But that particular one, sometimes it could be that one off shot where you might say, oh, no, I'm definitely not going to get that. If it looks like that, I'm definitely not going to get it. But looking at the quality of this figure, everything else, it looks really, really good. Yeah. And he's not supposed to be, this isn't a happy, and I don't know whether this is for sure, but I'm guessing that they wanted to portray the pain. They wanted you to see the pain in his face. And so, he looks like he's in agony, and he is. So, I wasn't expecting a beautiful, handsome, very sexy Alfred Molina that I know. I was expecting more of a man who's in turmoil, who thinks in his mind everything is okay. But for everyone who cares about him and loves him and looks at him from the outside, we know this is a troubled man. And I think that they did that. And everything, as you said, Lael, from the neck down, from the accessories, everything else is absolutely perfect. It looks really, really good. You couldn't really get much of an improvement on this. So perhaps the face was maybe just a bit of a faux pas at the moment. And perhaps it was the wrong photo. Who knows? But I'm kind of liking all the other photos of it. I mean, I don't know how everybody else feels about the other photos of the head sculpts, but that particular photo could be the angle or the lighting and this has happened to me so many times. I've looked at a figure online like this, looks like, and it's not a bad photo, but for me, the lighting, and I say, well, that's not what I thought that figure was going to look like, and then I have to say, okay, calm down. let's just look at it and see if they have any shots with a white background or with a, maybe not necessarily looking at it from that angle and kind of see what it looks like. You mentioned that the sunglasses, they don't look right. Like I'm not quite sure what it is, but if it looked like a real pair of sunglasses, like the type we would expect to see on this character, I think that would just add to make it absolutely perfect.
A bit more element,
a bit more, and I think that this is worth buying. It's he's supposed to have agony, sadly, on his face, and if they had one of him smiling, it would be so unrealistic where he was a happy, facial expression. I just don't see that in this character. He's filled with animosity. He's filled with a very odd drive for perfection, I guess, and he has to look like he's in agony. So as much as I would like to see Alfred Molina's beautiful face, we're not supposed to get that in this figure. And I think that shot, may be how he has changed physically as well as the character. Like in a comic book, they could make him look dramatically different and we wouldn't bat an eye at it. We just say, okay, when this happened, he underwent a transformation and now he is different. He's physically different. Well, this has to have some kind of physical effect on him. So that's my justification for a character that has had such a life-altering experience. And, the clothing, it looks impeccable. He's impeccably, tailored. And, it honestly does look like Alfred Molina in somewhat more distress. So I think it's a nice looking figure. And, people, sometimes, like I said, I don't blame people for looking at it and saying, gee, that may not look like what we thought it should look like, or, what they said it was going to look like in the movie. And remember, we can't help ourselves. We know what Alfred Molina looks like. So we're going to be looking for that. But Alfred Molina himself may not have made all these facial expressions that we're seeing in the figure. So so it is something to think about. And I think anybody who picks it up is getting something that is a high quality figure.
Definitely. Well, good. I love your take on that. Definitely. We got real quick. We got a super chat, $20 super chat by S Beam. In my opinion, this is a good sculpt. It's not where it should be, but it's good. What throws it off is the hair. The hair doesn't match the scene his face was taken from. And as a painter, you can tell the paint was rushed for prototype. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Thanks for that, man. Thanks for your insight. We also got one more super chat here by DJ N, who says, I guess you need to think, how'd it be if they didn't issue an intent or correct if this sculpt was on a third party fig, it would be a dead product. That's true. That's definitely true. Brother Cousins, again, we talked about this on Sunday. We went over this, quite much. But yeah, what do you feel now? Basically, after you already said that you were getting it. You already knew that you were actually going to get this piece and stuff like that. You supported. But what do you feel now? Not after they've issued the statement.
Well, I can definitely understand why people were kind of disappointed. Well, very disappointed with it. I mean, the Hot Toys pictures, when you first see it, after close your eyes, you open them again, you see it. Your first reaction, I look at the hair. The hair isn't that accurate, and then I look at I think it's something with the hair and the teeth. It just gives me that Austin Power vibes. I make you horny, baby. It just I just get that when I see it. But with that being said, there are a lot of great aspects to this figure. I think there are a lot. I think it moon leaps over the third-party version in a lot of different ways, from the tailoring to just looking at the tentacles, just looking at the detail on those tentacles, how they open up and close and all that right there. I'm looking at that stuff where I'm like, yeah, the third party, even at their best, they're not going to be able to do what Hot Toys do. They just don't have the money that Hot Toys has for that engineering. So I'm looking at it from that point. And another thing, I'm glad that they're being a little reactionary on this, because they I feel that they kind of felt like, hey, we got to get this out. We know it's not exactly right, but we got to get this out because the hype is dying down. It's going to be on Disney Plus or whatever soon, or digital soon. We got to get it out the door. They've been on our backs about villains and shit. Let's get it out. So they got it out, and it would have been cool if they would have put it out and like, hey guys, This is a prototype. They had a little blurb. This is a prototype. We got it out for you guys. We're doing it. This is a prototype. We're still refining it, blah, blah, blah. If they would have did that and jumped ahead of it, that would have silenced a lot of people. A lot of people still would have probably talked shit, but it would have been more like, well, they said they're going to improve it, so whatever. But it's great. We're getting villains. I think they would have gotten more of that. But the fact that they put it out there, and once again, we all know Hot Toys' problem. The biggest problem with that company is communication. They do not communicate. And I mean, and I get it. That can be a double-edged sword because if they do open the doors to communication, who knows? People be asking for all kind of crazy stuff. And it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, people, you give them an inch, they take a mile. That's just what the fandom is. Let's be honest. So they got to be careful with that. But also by them not giving us that many villains and stuff like that, when we do get a villain, a beloved villain like Doc Ock, we're going to go crazy. We're like, come on, we've been waiting for it. You do it and you give us this. Come on, we know your quality. So it puts them in a bad position. And another thing, the pictures that Ryan Kirkwood took, that Justin showed, are way better. I mean, those are because that's exactly what you're going to get when you look at it on your shelf. It's going to look like that. These pictures are kind of horrible. The light.
This was a bad photo. This was a bad photo.
Bad photo right there. That is not.
Yeah,
they shouldn't even put. I would if I was doing their marketing, I would be like, no, get rid of this one, get rid of that
right,
completely, because that shows how it's not complete. Now, she had a great point. That the fact that we're looking at a character, not Alfred Molina, we're looking at a character, so he's gonna have this little maniacal look, and I think they got that. I really think that's what they were going for. They were looking for an expression in the face. And this is that, hey, Peter, I think that's what they were going for in this. And it's almost there, but it's just the execution is just not complete. And we noticed that. So, I mean, I think it's going to be fine. I like the fact that they came out, they gave us that they went out and they said, hey, we're working on this. I just think that they should have did that from the jump if they had to get this out the door, or make us wait, because they gave us Goblin, and Goblin wasn't even ready. We saw that, which is why we didn't see the Willem Dafoe head sculpt. But I guess they want to capitalize. And at the end of the day, they are a business. They want to capitalize on the hype. They want to capitalize on those pre-orders and all that stuff. And I still think they're going to get that, but they just, sad to say, they had to hear us bitch about it. So.
That's the scene they made the proto out of.
Right. They sculpted it off this.
The resemblance is uncanny. Yeah, I think isn't that from I don't know, I saw that like a couple when I was a kid. It was like a McDonald's thing, right?
Okay.
Damn, I feel so old.
You got it.
Yeah, so yeah, I know.
Hamburglar, baby. I'll lay out you
Yeah,
need
the
to try.
Hamburger, yeah.
Yeah.
Before we get to you, Will, we got a $4.99 super chat by Aaron Logan. He said, "What I love about this panel is that you know how to be critical without being toxic." Yeah, that's that's what we do. That's what we try to do, and that's the energy that we want to actually bring over here. So definitely, thank you for that, man. Thank you for recognizing that. The only person that I don't think embodies that is Will. Will, let me. What do you feel?
Why are you
about...
hating, bro?
What do you?
I showed the guns tonight.
You know what I mean?
Like
straight up. No, but nah. I mean, after what we saw on Sunday. After that discussion, and then them actually putting, because I think you called it. I think you said that they were going to put out a statement. They might put out a statement saying, that this isn't the sculpt, and we're going to get an update and stuff like that. Which I have to commend them on the transparency. But here's the thing: it shouldn't take us being as vocal as we are for them to respond. They need to be more consistent with that. You know what I mean? And for some people to say, well, no, they don't have to. Yes, they do. Like literally, if we're giving you money. You know what I mean? And yes, you do have to be kind of like transparent a bit. But anyway, what do you basically feel after, that whole thing?
Yeah, this has been a really fascinating case, I feel like, just to see like everyone's reaction on it, because I think this is like almost like the Book of Boba Fett episode. You're getting like a 50-50 split, I feel like. Or, you know what I mean? You're getting like half of collectors. half of collectors.
Wild card will. I told you.
Half of collectors
card
who are
Willie.
like, oh man, like it you know, it looks terrible. It like Toys R Us is better, and then the other half are like, oh, you know, it doesn't look necessarily great, but I think Hot Toys will fix it, and we trust them to fix it. And it's like we're getting both sides, and it's interesting because I definitely understand both sides of it. I do think you're right though, Leo, and I think like Brother Cousins, I can just echo what everyone said. Like they shouldn't really. They were in a tough spot because they basically had to say, "Oh, we got to get something out from No Way Home ASAP." And the key, tell for that was Green Goblin, right? They released Green Goblin and blurred the head sculpt. That's pretty much a straight showing of the hand saying, "Hey, we're rushing these prototypes out," because they didn't even show that head sculpt. Because if they had shown that head sculpt too, we'd probably be up in arms about that one too. So that's probably why. But they could do that with Green Goblin because he has a helmet. With Doc Ock, you can't really do that because if you blur the head sculpt, you're like, well, I want to know what I'm buying, because like I need to see the head sculpt but with Green Goblin, most people are probably going to use the helmet. So if you don't, I mean, that's totally fair and reasonable.
Right.
But I would say the majority of people mostly care about the helmeted look, right? That's how it goes for most characters, I feel like. Some people like just playing without the helmet, like with Iron Man or Kylo or whatever. But, I'm more of a helmet guy, so I like the helmets on. But I don't think the sculpt is terrible, but it's definitely not good. It's definitely not Hot Toys quality. Let's put it that way. Like I said it's like a 6.5 or 7. Like it's definitely my only position, I think, the whole time is that I do give them the benefit of the doubt, at least for this one, to fix it. Because JC already came out and said it's not final sculpt. And it's hard to say. They might not have said anything if there wasn't any outrage. So yeah, that could be a problem. But there are the examples. The two I always go back to are Rey and Wasp, right? Rey and Wasp were two figures that people didn't really love the head sculpts on, but I don't think really a lot of people cared about those figures. Like it's like, they're great figures. I have both of them and I love them, but it's not like they were like Iron Man or, a huge character, right? Most people didn't even care about Rey at all. So it's not like they thought the head sculpt sucked. They were like, okay, moving on anyway. But then they released it. They updated the head sculpt anyway. And they did the same with Kylo, Rise of Skywalker, actually. They updated that head sculpt too. So, and that's another figure, I love and I wanted, but not a ton of people wanted Kylo, right? So, so I think there is precedent to show that they will do that, even if it's not Iron Man, for example, right? Ant-Man was kind of the anomaly. They were kind of like, I think they learned from Tony Stank and from Ant-Man, honestly. They kind of learned like, hey, we can't do that. And even like you saw, Leo, Captain America is obviously different, but the outrage over the Captain America from Endgame, then they made a whole new sculpt because they were going to give us that Age of Ultron sculpt again. And everyone was like, no, absolutely not. We need something new. And they gave us something new. It was great. So yeah, we should, if we're outraged about something, you should make Hot Toys aware of it because then they will act on it. But I just feel in this case, you should show them your outrage, but then also give them the benefit of the doubt to fix it because they've already said they would. Like I said, So did that, and that's something too that we applaud. But we should, with Hot Toys, we should do the same because they pretty much said the exact same thing. So did the same thing. I mean, they released Bloodsport, and then people were upset about the head sculpt, and they said, okay, we're going to fix it. They reacted. That they weren't proactive; they were reactive. That's what Hot Toys was too. So. I just feel like, I consider Hot Toys like the best. They don't always make the best product. I mean, sometimes they F up. And when they do, they deserve to be called out for it. But I kind of view it as like they're like I said, the Tom Brady analogy, right? If Tom Brady gets the ball in the fourth quarter, I'm going to trust that he's going to get the job done. If he doesn't, it could happen. He could throw an interception, but he's probably not, right? So Hot Toys hits way more than they miss. So I feel in this one, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. If they don't fix it and the final product comes out looking like shit, then we're going to tear them apart. We're going to be like, this looks terrible. This is not Hot Toys quality. But for now, I would just say if you're in the States, I would not. I know there's no NRD, but I would not pre-order this. I don't pre-order anyway anymore. Because just wait and see what happens. I don't feel like you're going to lose out on this figure. They're probably going to make a lot of it. But we'll see what happens. But I'm with you, Leo. I don't think they should have released it if it wasn't ready. But I understand why they did. I don't mean to like straddle the fence, but I understand why they did because they put these out before they even put out Hawkeye figures, and Hawkeye came out.
I do not understand.
So, but because No Way Home is just like it's Spider-Man, right? It's like Hawkeye is a cool show, but it's nowhere near the hype of No Way Home. So they're probably going to rush out Toby and Andrew too. We might have the same conversation because we're going to be like these sculpts aren't done, and they're doing it because they want to capitalize on the hype.
They can't mess up that.
They can't. Or
You
what
can
they'll
say
do,
this
they'll
too,
put
man.
out, they'll announce those with the masks on and blur the head sculpts.
Right.
That's what they'll do.
Good point.
So because they want to
getting
capitalize on the
those
hype. Because otherwise, you're going
regardless.
to be waiting. These pre-orders aren't going to be up until like
I'm
June.
getting those regardless.
You know what I
don't give a
mean?
Fuck about the head sculpt. I'm getting it
No,
regardless
have to
because
get
I
it.
never put the head sculpts on my
That's
Spider-Man
true.
figures
That's true.
anyway.
That's true.
I'm getting them some bitches regardless.
But anyway, yeah, I'd say give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. I think
Man.
they'll fix it. Yeah, this one's not great. It's like a 6.5 head sculpt. It's not great. But the secret-based photos, I do agree with about this one. They are better. Like I saw Justin's video and I saw Toy Zone and some others on Facebook. Like it does look a lot better in person. So I'm not sure if they fixed it since then or maybe it was the photography. Because
it was the photography, bro.
you guys even
That's what I
remember
was saying. You
when the
keep in mind, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry.
when the final photos for Rey came out, right? People tore that one to shreds too, the final photos. Like when Rey came out, everyone was like, oh, Rey looks terrible again. And then they got it in hand and people were, I'm not saying she's a 10 because she's not, but she was much improved. And people were like, oh, it's a lot better in hand. And Wonder Woman too, Lael. Like I still am not crazy about that sculpt, but a lot of people are. So those pictures weren't so flattering, but then when they got them in hand, they liked it.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
The prototype photos you have to also consider too. They're not the best photographers that do those. Seriously, I mean, I'm not tooting horns here or anything. I'm just saying because I know the prototype. Prototypes are overseas, and then oftentimes final products are blogger shots from people that are not necessarily overseas as well, and they can really. You know what I mean? And again, because we've seen that when you see the final product shots that are like blogger photos, you're like, oh, wow, those look really good. Not to say that if the sculpt's crap, I mean, the picture's still not going to, the sculpt's the sculpt. But again, when, it is different. Like Rey, like you said. And I got Rey in hand, and I was like, dude, this is banging.
Same with the
You know
Kylo.
what I mean?
The Kylo sculpt is really good.
Same, both. That was like a back-to-back, like double whammy.
Dope. We got 140 people actually out there watching, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Share. So glad to have you. Everybody needs the 6-scale mafia. I'm telling you, they need it. Especially if you want to get shit done. Everybody needs one. That shit, inside joke between me and him right now, but he knows why I'm saying that shit.
Hell yeah,
but
man.
no, listen. Hey, so we got DJ in with a super chat. Basically, he says the Toys Era Ock is wait a minute. He said Toys Era Ock is a way better character sculpt. I agree. Now, here's the thing, because I wanted to kind of touch on, and that's where I'm kind of sitting right now. But I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion, and that's why we do these shows. Is because people's opinions do matter, regardless. We're not here to challenge everybody's opinion. We're here to hear it. But this is what I want to say, brother cousins. You were like, basically, this is a way better head sculpt, and we expect, this way, from and its moon leaps over the Toys Era version. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna ask you this question, right? Say, for instance, Hot Toys didn't release this version. Say, for instance, what we want to say, Damn Toys, or what was it, or somebody else basically released this particular figure, right? Would you still think that it leaps and moons over the Toys Era version? Will we still basically say that?
It's kind of hard for me to say that. The fact that looking at, I mean, yeah, in a way, because the detail in the stitching and the quality of the clothing, I still think Hot Toys nailed it. And it's hard for me to say that because I don't have the Toys Era version in hand. Looking at the pictures of it, it's phenomenal. It looks great, especially for the fact that that's all we had at the time. But looking at the pictures and looking at how the code and how the tentacles, how they wrap around and everything, to me it just looks more, I don't want to say authentic, but it just looks sharper. It looks more crisp.
Yep. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha.
That's a great question, though, Leo. That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I love this panel, man. I literally love this panel. I love everybody here, bro, because y'all motherfuckers
Hot
just
Toys
be
made
on.
a drop?
It said Hot
They
Toys
officially
about to
dropped
drop some heat when Obi-Wan Kenobi show drops on May 25th. I agree. I totally agree, because that's going to be crazy.
Oh,
They dropped the Boba.
they dropped the
Boba.
scale
I'm
Boba
looking at
Fett.
it right now.
Yeah, we're
If only his show was better.
we're definitely going to chop about that in a minute.
Ooh, 90
But
days.
again, first, I want to talk about this guy, because since we are talking about Ock, it would be a sin if I didn't celebrate one of my top releases of 2022, it is going to be one of my top 2 releases of 2022. I'm just telling you that right now because it has been my most anticipated figure, along with one other of all time of 2022, and that's my guy. That is my guy. That is my guy. That is my guy. That is my guy. I cannot wait till he gets here. I'm telling you, that is my guy. This is the classic suit. The classic suit. I got to say it one more time. Like I say, the classic suit. Spider-Man. Come on, man. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. Look at this right here. This piece. Now, this is why I love Hot Toys. This is why I love them. I love it because they're saying, you know what? You want a classic suit? We're going to give you a classic suit, and we're going to make the shit look good. And this, to me, looks so good. And it was a genius idea for them to release that diorama the way they did it. Like, literally, especially with that scorpion tail. It was a genius idea. This piece right here is vibrant. The color pops. I am in love with this piece. I cannot wait till it arrives. It has been and always will be one of my most anticipated of 2022. Man, I am telling you, I am all in, all in. My man KG, what say you? What say you? What say you?
Just give me a minute. I'm just.
No,
honestly, guys. This is one of my most anticipated figures of this year. This classic suit is maybe possible. I don't have it in hand, but might be nominated figure of the year for this year, because this figure, it's such a versatile figure, man. You can put this with. I mean, look, I don't have them, but you have the Toys Doc Ock and the Fiend Lael. Put this guy next to them, it fits. Put this guy next to Venom, it fits. Put this guy next to Mysterio, it fits. Anything fits with this guy.
Yes.
This figure, I think a lot of us majority of us have been waiting for this figure. This classic suit. This is the, in my opinion, the definitive Spider-Man collectible to have. Now, don't get me wrong.
This is the best suit of all time to me.
Right,
this is Spider-Man, bro, of all time.
Right.
To me, this is the best suit ever, literally, in my opinion. This is my opinion.
And don't get me wrong, man, because look, that Tobey Maguire figure, once it comes out, that's going to be a great figure too, but I'm telling you, I'm going to have this guy front and center because he is, they always say, who's the best Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland? I always say, obviously Tobey Maguire, but I always think that the comic version is the best Spider-Man. It's the best Spider-Man, right? So for me, the classic suit is a must-have. I mean, I think this is going to sell way better than the other previous Spider-Mans that we have right now still in stock at Sideshow. I think this is going to sell really well. And I think it's going to hit maybe Grail. I got to be honest, look at the Scarlet Spider. You can't even find that for a good price now. It might even hit those numbers. This figure, I can't wait, man. I mean, I have a vision when it comes to this figure. I mean, I can't wait to put this with Mysterio, Venom, Doc Ock, and Green Goblin. Man, I'm this close getting in that what's it called? The Sosa Toys Green Menace, the classic Green Goblin, just to create a Alex Ross painting, man. Because this figure, even looking at it, man, I just love the vibrant red and blue. That when you think of Spider-Man, you think of the red and blue. The vibrant red and blue, and this is classic, man. This is it. I mean, I know in the video game he's only been in the suit for what, like 20-30 minutes, right? But I mean, this suit, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to have this in the collection. I mean, the fact that you're getting almost a villain with it, with the box, and also with the whole part of the building, it's just I can't wait. This is going to be an amazing figure to have, and I think people who are considering or having or this close into getting it, get it. It's iconic. Like Ashley just said, it's an iconic Spider-Man to have, and it'll be a shelf stealer for sure.
Definitely. And I'm with you, Joe Mama. Current favorite Spider-Man is Miles Morales. So underrated. Yes, very much. But I can't wait because I can't wait to pose this figure next to Miles. To have both him and Miles standing together, bro. Oh my God, I cannot. It's almost here. It's almost here. And I'm gonna do Will like he does me. As soon as this basically arrives, I'm taking 80,000 photos, videos, and I'm sending it to him. It's gonna be back to back, back to back. I'm just sending it to him constantly because that's how I'm excited I am about this. I'm gonna go to my brother, Space Pimp himself. The Space Pimp. It's hard out here for a pimp. yo, this piece, bro. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, man.
Dude, I really like this. Really, really like this. And I was actually going to wait. I was like, you know what? I'll just wait to get it. I'll get it from like my comic book store or something like that. But nah, I saw some things today. I looked at some of the reviews, some of the early reviews today, and I saw something. And this is going to sound weird, but that right there.
Yeah.
That newspaper.
Yes.
Oh my God. It's a fully issue of the Daily Bugle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know it's like it's something so minute, but the fact that they went in on the detail on that, I was like, oh no, this is a must cop. This is like I need this like right now type of thing. Because that just sold me on it.
Yeah.
And the figure itself. And this is one thing I want to throw this back to the panel on you guys. What do you think about the articulation of the suit? The suit hangs a little loose in certain areas, but I think they do that just so you can pose it more.
Oh yeah, it's definitely for posing.
Is
Yeah, I think that's the case because I remember when the advanced suit came out, people were complaining that the suit was a little more tight. And it was basically kind of like the first Spider-Man figure from the video game. So that was, if you would call it as the prototype of Spider-Man, right? And then now they got better and better. Like, you know what? Let's loosen up a bit with the suit so that people can have more fun when it comes to posing. It's more articulated. So yeah, I think that's the case for it for sure.
Got you.
Bro, look at that. This right here, anybody in my age bracket, this right here reminds me of the classic Spider-Man television show. This right here.
Oh,
the shading. The live action, like literally the classic. The shading on this reminds me of that television show. It looks phenomenal. Like I was looking at this. I was like, yo, that's little. Look at that. That's literally incredible.
Dude, I can't wait.
Literally, I can't wait. I'm gonna go to. What you think about this?
Well, it is so beautiful looking. And I have to say, that I love my Spider-Punk. That is my favorite Spider-Man. And I got him last week, and I absolutely love that version. But it is very different from the original. And, this is what we all know as Spider-Man. This is it. This is kind of, the benchmark. And the poses are extraordinary in these shots. And you can just, you become a kid again with this one because
look at that.
Poses are just
That's
so
crazy.
Amazing looking. And, I could see,
God.
this is obviously a figure I wouldn't do this with, but you want to do this with your figure, right? And we've all done it with figures. We've done these moves with a lot of figures and tied ropes to them to get these effects, whatever way you could with whatever you could.
This.
But I have to say, if this appeared
Who's playing around over there?
Who's doing
What's
that?
that?
Doing that.
That's not me, bro.
If this
Not me.
appeared suddenly, in my collection, I certainly would not push it out of my D12.
Yo.
I'm a little freaked. Where's that sound
Yeah,
come from?
dude, I swear to God, you can see my hands are right here. The board's over there, so it's not me.
I don't know if somebody's doing it.
It's Anthony.
The lady said, the missus says, 1/6 scale man, you have to recreate this pose for us. I definitely will. I got some things coming. Definitely. My man El Profesoro. Now, I would say you and Will right now are wild cards. I'm just gonna say that you both are wild cards right now on the panel. But I got faith in you a little bit more, Mario.
Okay.
What's
All right,
up?
all right.
What say you, brother?
Look, it's all right. you know.
Look at KG's face.
No, this is nice. That pose right there is nice. I love how they pulled that off. I love the vibrancy
background
on this thing. This thing is the figure. The colors are just completely punchy, and it feels like it just like jumped out of the comics.
Yeah.
I really like everything that it comes with. I think it's a banger release with the backdrop with the scorpion tail. It looks really, really nice. Here's one example, what you guys are talking about, even right here, with the suit actually being a little bit too loose.
It bunches up. I get it.
Yeah, it just bunches up in the corners where it's just like unappealing, in my opinion. But you're talking about how this reminds you of the older TV show, and it kind of gave me an idea. I think that would probably look good next to Adam West and Burt.
Yeah, bro. That's what I was thinking.
There you go.
You know, but here's one thing what I would like to know as well, that the eyes are interchangeable, but I'm more of a fan of the current Tom Holland eyes. I wonder if it's possible to actually swap those eyes to put them on here. I think that would look so much better with this. Yeah, with a bit of a callback to the Steve Ditko type of design. I think that would look sick. I think that would look
Some
nice.
of them do.
So
Mario.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, because I've played around with some of the eyes.
I'm curious. I'm extremely curious, man. So don't count me out just yet. But for right now, it's a pass. But it's a TBD. You know.
I'm not counting you out,
brother.
nice.
It's
I'm
nice.
not counting you out, brother.
I just want
to.
I just want to say that I have a comic book shop here, local comic book shop here, and
he was going to do that. Yeah, go ahead.
Max Keaton, baby's coming.
I knew he was going to do that, though. But go ahead.
I have a comic book shop here that's a guy who doesn't collect. He doesn't collect, right? And he's the owner. And he said, "Dude, look, you've been talking me into Hot Toys, and the only one that I want is the classic suit."
Oh, wow.
And the classic suit, because look, you're getting comic book heads in this game now because of the classic suit. So, I hope Hot Toys sees this as an advantage, where I hope that we get more classic characters. Like, for instance, like I know that they teased the classic Loki from the Loki show. I don't know when they're going to make that, but I mean, things like that. I mean, they could make, who knows? They could, right now they made the classic Iron Man figure from, what was it? The acrylic Iron Man figure that they announced a couple of months back. So yeah, you're bringing comic books into this game, and who knows, man, if this goes well, we might get a classic Goblin one day, and I hope that will be the case, because I would love to have that.
So, okay, can real quick, both Will and I'm gonna actually go to my man Mafia real quick, bro, because we got breaking news, and I know we want to go to this in a second here, and kind of touch on it, but yeah, what do you think, Mafia? Where you sit, bro?
Oh well, I'll keep it pretty brief. Yeah, buy it right now. That's it. Just buy it. You people in the chat are like, "Oh, you're giving me FOMO," and yeah, you go buy it. Just buy it. That's the end of it. That's all I'm gonna say, because we want to get to some other stuff. Of course, dude. Mine's already on the way. Buy it. I don't normally say it, but buy it. It's classic Spidey. That's all you need to know.
Yo, Will.
like
Wild
Mario.
Card Willie.
It's
What's up?
It's all right. I'm like Mario. Mario's rubbed off on me. Mario's the true wild card. I'm just along for the ride. So that's all it is. But I do think this looks really good. No doubt about it. Layout. This, and I didn't even read the comics, but when I think of classic Spidey, just that term, I think of this type of look. This is the look that I think of. When I think of one Spider-Man look, this would be it. So I think it looks great. I do get what you guys are saying, though. The suit does look a little baggy when you pose it. If you have him standing up and down, then it's not a problem. I think he looks fine. I'm always nervous to pose those figures anyway with the suit. I know layout, you're really good about that with not having creasing and things like that. So I'm always nervous about that kind of stuff. So any Spider-Man figure gives me a little bit of anxiety, if you will, just because posing it like that is you don't want to risk creasing or damage or whatever the case may be. But yeah, like Anthony's show or KG's showing. Sorry, like
what's going on, KG?
Like just standing like that looks great. So yeah,
Want to put that up again? Ooh, wow. Ooh. Whose is this?
Yeah, this is a guy named veterans_kin15. And
Wow.
I think he made this. And dude, that Doc Ock classic.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
incredible.
Damn.
But it does look
Yeah.
great. You know, for me, Leo, I think, if you're a big comic reader, then I think you would love this piece. I think it's going to be great for you. I'm going to wait for the No Way Home version because it's very similar. And that's the one I have more of a connection to. So I'm going to
Gotcha.
go with that one.
Gotcha.
Sure.
But this one's great. Leia, I'm excited for you to get it, and all you other guys who are getting it.
Super hype.
I think it's going to be great. It looks great. It definitely is one of the better Spider-Man suits I've seen come out in a while. It's just not for me, but I think a lot of people are going to love it for sure.
Dope.
Makes sense.
Really quick, we got a $4.99 super chat by Carlos. Which one do you think will sell, 2 or the price of 1? We're gonna go there in a second. We're actually going in there right now because, like I said, this
Riley
was
knows.
breaking. This is basically
That's
just
why I
dropped.
kept it quick. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah,
Just buy it. It's good.
this
Wait, did you
basically
get
just
Riley's thoughts on it? Did you get Riley's thoughts on the Spider-Man?
Riley, did I get your thoughts on it?
No, I mean I can just go really quick. It's no big deal. I don't really mind. But we
All
can just move on if you want.
No. We'll take this down. I want to get your thoughts. It's very important that we get your
No
thoughts.
one
What you
skips
think,
Riley's
brother?
reviews.
Nah,
Nobody.
come on,
No.
brother. What we got? What we got? What you got for me?
No, I mean I'm just saying. I mean those photos from those final protos, you got to give the Hot Toys praise for whoever took those because
Yeah.
they did an amazing job.
They killed it.
Like,
Yes,
They
they
killed
did.
it.
every photo, it just like it pops and like I kind of agreed with Will. Like I'm not like a comic book guy. I don't really read comics, but like the more I talk with KG, I mean he keeps telling me to get this figure, so I'm definitely he might be enabling me, man. I gotta chill because I mean this figure looks amazing. Like it looks
Yeah.
really good, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what people do with it. But I'm gonna wait for now. But I don't know. Who knows? I might have to pick
We're
it
gonna
up.
have to fix that, man.
Bro.
If you're not
KG's rich though, Riley. You got to
Yeah.
take it with a grain of salt.
That's
bro.
true.
He makes like
Yeah,
dude.
we gonna have to
Rich
fix that,
man.
bro. We got to fix that, brother.
10%.
10%.
Anyway, right now, breaking news. We got now, mind you, not too breaking because I actually got this update from Ryan Kirkwood. He actually sent me pictures of it earlier today. He was like, "Look, talk about this on the show," and I was like, "I most definitely will." We didn't, and here's the thing: we didn't get the 1/6 scale updated version. We got a quarter scale version
Yeah.
of this particular figure. This is what they decided to do: give us the quarter, and this is the deluxe version.
Looks
Now,
great.
let me address this right off the top, and I'm saying this, and people have to really, really understand. We possibly will get a Oh, that's the Pose Wars chat. We possibly will get a updated version of this in 1/6 scale. I'm pretty sure of it. And that will probably be the one that I'll gravitate to. I don't necessarily need to have a quarter scale version, but not taking away from the simple fact that this thing looks damn good. I'm not going to front.
Oh,
It looks
my
damn
amazing.
good. Now, also, I want to preface this by saying, as good as this looks, did the show do it service? That's you'll decide on tomorrow's episode on Uncivilized Scoundrels. Because we will not talk about it tonight. We will talk about it tomorrow on Uncivilized Scoundrels. But anyway, I'm just going to preface this by saying, and here's the thing. I'm going to throw this over first because ladies first. What do you think about this piece?
Well, I think it looks wonderful. I think it's a beautiful. It's premium form. Is it 1/4 scale?
Quarter scale, yeah.
Quarter scale, yeah.
It's
Same
beautiful.
size as premium format.
Yeah, I think it's it looks just like him, but not with the not as much damage, I guess, in the beginning of the episode. That his entire armor and whatever he's wearing underneath it, he looks very it looks perfect. You couldn't ask for anything more perfect than this. Is that a Mythosaur skull on the base?
Yes, it looks like it. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's a Mandalorian. That's a Mandalorian indication. So I guess maybe he's not too far from that as his identification. I just think it looks like he's polished it for a state event, and perhaps has no intentions of using that armor. Maybe it's been polished and cleaned, and he's going to keep it nice and shiny everything all, beautiful and perfect, but he doesn't intend on having any other wear or damage to it. So that's the impression that I'm getting from it. Are the rest of the poses somewhat more action oriented? Okay, that's a little bit better. He looks like he's aiming, but like I said, I don't know whether he really wants to pull that trigger.
Right.
So those are the things that I can't help but think about because of how passive and how humble and quiet he was, except for the few minutes that he was fighting with, I'm not going to say that, but let's just say that he has kind of, everything's been oiled and cleaned and, like all the sensors have been calibrated and, everything, is in perfect tip-top condition. But I kind of wish it had gotten all dirty and scraped up and bent out of shape and knocked around and pieces lost and broken. And so I can't help but thinking about that when I see this figure. And is there a promise that version of Boba will happen, or is this just a tribute to the Boba we once knew?
That's a good point.
It's not the greatest Boba
really
in the
good
world.
point.
Yeah.
It's just a
Something to
tribute.
think about.
Yeah.
And it's missing the back to tank.
Exactly. Exactly right. Exactly. So brother Cousins, what you think about this piece, bro?
Man, I'm mad because I want it. And if I get it, then it's like, damn, should I go ahead and I know I got some time, but should I go get quarter scale Mando to go along with them? And then when you get into quarter scales, man, it's just I got 1/6. I'm a 1/6 scale guy, so it's like going to quarters, changing up the scales. I already been through this with NECA and going from the quarter scale Ninja Turtles, then going to the 7 inches, and I hate this shit. I really do. Man, this looks good, man. Look at the boot spat. Look at the boot spats. Like the little intricate details. Like those spats just look. I mean, it looks so good. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm just thinking about the day and thinking about the show in this, and I'm like,
dude, that's Sculpt. Oh my god,
dude, they stole his soul. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's him.
It looks right.
God.
They definitely got it right.
That flame effect, man.
That flame
Is
effect
nice.
is
It looks
nice.
good.
It's dope.
That's hard to
It's
pass.
literal
up.
fire.
I mean,
nice.
look at that. Which, yeah.
Dude.
He got you get the palace with it as well.
Yeah, I like the palace. That was nice.
Oh,
That's a nice
crazy.
little touch. Yeah. So, Will,
Yeah, man.
what you think about this, brother?
Dude, I'm annoyed how good this looks. Because I'm typing in the chat. I was like, because now I know, because I love the sequel. I don't love Last Jedi, but I love the other 2 sequels, right? I'm not ashamed about it. I'll say it. Yeah. So like, I know how all of you guys felt when the sequel figures came out and they looked good, but you hated the films. Because I don't hate Boba Fett. So I don't hate it. I think that, like Anthony said, it had its ups and downs. It had some really good moments, some really bad moments, right? But overall, I won't go too into spoilers, but the show didn't stick the landing, in my opinion, right? So that's kind of the dilemma here, because this looks amazing, and if I loved the show the same way that I loved The Mandalorian, to that same level, I probably would have bought this. Because I think it looks amazing. I love the outfit. I love the color scheme on it. The head sculpt's obviously incredible. The base, you get a light up function. This is a really, really good figure. I almost feel bad for Hot Toys, because even though it's Boba Fett, I feel like this one's going to sit. Because I feel like people overall aren't happy with the show. I get it's Boba Fett, but this is not the Boba Fett I think a lot of people wanted. So the character himself, like the outfit, and looks incredible. Like this is he has the look. He didn't back up the look in the show as much as we wanted him to, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So that, without going too much into the show and my disappointment with it, I just think the figure looks incredible. Like, look at this, man. The base is awesome. They're doing these great die-round bases. The outfit looks great. I love the outfit. The costume's great.
Yes.
I love the sort of gold orange color scheme with the boots, and then with the knee armor and the shoulders. I just think they nailed the costume. I just think they didn't nail the character. So that's my disappointment with it, because I'm not going to get this unless it gets really cheap, which honestly it could. Because I think I think this is gonna sit. Every quarter scale from Hot Toys sits. Even the Spider-Man, which everyone loves and raves about, sat.
Yeah.
And it still is.
Still is.
Because Hot Toys quarter scales tend to sit for a while. That's just what they do.
I mean, you're talking about a big piece that's going to actually occupy a lot of space.
Right.
Number one, it looks brilliant, but then, like I said, and I agree with you, Will. If a IP doesn't stick the landing, then it kind of hurts the piece and people's others' decision.
Yeah.
Because to be
Very
quite
true.
honest,
Very
it's
true.
even sort of hurt my. I'm really on the line of whether or not I even want to continue on with the Boba Fett on the throne, or just stick with my 2-pack.
And
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
guys, a good question too,
Yeah.
would you still want Black Chrysanthemum? I mean, because
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because he's a cool figure. Well, for
Oh,
me,
yeah.
Cad Bane, I'd still buy.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'd still buy Cad
100%.
Bane. But because
Oh, yeah.
it's sad because Boba's like the worst character in his own show, besides the biker cyberpunk gang.
Oh
Other
my
than
God,
them,
no.
like Boba's probably the worst
Lots.
character in this show. I mean, and that's just sad. Because not the Boba Fett that we wanted. The Boba Fett we got in Mando is the Boba Fett we wanted. But we didn't get that in the show. But nonetheless, I think the figure looks incredible. I'm not going to get it unless it gets dirt cheap, and then I would jump on it.
Okay, dope.
Can I
Well,
just
we'll
put this
see.
side note in real quick? There is I mean, I think we all kind of feel some way about the way it ended. I know I personally do, but this is Star Wars, and this character can be redeemed.
He can.
So
Yeah.
He can.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely can. It just depends on how well they execute it. Like he can be,
They will,
he can definitely be redeemed. And as far as we know, that they didn't announce it at the end of the show. I didn't see, but there is going to be a season 2 from what I'm hearing.
Really?
So yeah. Well, from what I'm
I just
hearing,
think
there is.
he doesn't have that edge that you wanted. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like he's
it's-
too good now. Like
Yeah.
I get he like kind of had time with the Tuscans and he turned good, but like it's just such a 180. Like like he doesn't have any edge to him anymore. Like everything that made him cool and mysterious
he
is
threw down
gone.
pretty good though in this last episode.
He was very good.
I
in the
don't
last
know,
one.
man.
I'm
Like
just
he's
saying.
like saving everyone and like trying to sacrifice
Yeah,
himself,
but-
and like I get that, but like it just he doesn't have that Boba Fett bounty hunter kick-ass vibe to him anymore, and that's what made him so cool and mysterious. And now that's gone. So, in my opinion, but
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
so
Did you notice, which we'll touch on tomorrow real quick, because I don't want to get too much deep into it, but
yeah.
there's a moment on this episode where he pulled off a Heisman pose.
Oh, did
Yep.
he? I didn't see that.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
You'll, if you go back and look, he pulled off an
He did
actual
a couple
Heisman
cool
pose.
things, no doubt.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
crazy.
Anyway, so my man Mario, resident Star Wars fan like myself,
Yeah.
what do you
This-
think?
This is crazy, man. I'm feeling this, dude. This base is freaking clean, man.
yeah.
I love these these crazy environmental bases like this, and I really wish that they would do this with their 6-scale figures. And I'm a big fan of the holograms. You know, I know everybody isn't, but I am. I love like getting whatever version that comes with all the holograms. You know,
Yeah.
whether it be deluxe or so. I'm
Yeah.
a hologram collector. I love the flame. The flame effect looks sick. Now,
It does.
you guys think it's a light up because it looks like it's lit. So I'm curious if it'll actually light up or if that's just the actual paint effects. But
Yeah.
either way, it's
That's good.
phenomenal.
It
I
is.
think it's
The
probably
head-
just the
the-
paint. Yeah.
The
The base?
head sculpt is incredible,
It's
man.
great.
I mean,
It's amazing.
you're looking right at Tamora Morrison, and
Yeah.
and I love how they have his eyes just looking to his right. I mean, instead of just looking straight at you like normal, I
Yeah.
love how it's just looking off, to the side a little bit. I absolutely love that. But this is one
Definitely.
either way that you can display, either with helmeted or with the sculpt. But yeah,
Are
this
you-
is nice. I'm really,
you
really
gonna get
feeling
it?
this. Nah, hell no. No, I don't collect quarter scale Hot Toys. I mean, the
Me
only
neither.
exception is the only exception is Vader.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Vader's my guy, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
get damn near everything that I can. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's not a knock on the character per se. It's just the fact that if I'm gonna get a Boba Fett statue, I'm gonna go Empire in some sort of statue form. The XM piece, I'm not really feeling so much, but yeah, if there's something else that really comes out that really appeals to me that fits both Boba and in the form of Empire, then I'll be all over it.
Definitely.
But no,
bro.
this is amazing. This looks really, really good. They absolutely killed it.
I feel you, man. We got a $50 super chat, super sticker.
Wow.
My man, Major Bram Derling, bro. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
coming through, man. I
Derling,
appreciate you
wow.
so much, bro. My guy. As always, he comes
Dropping
through,
the
and when he
bombs.
comes through, he comes through, man. Thank you
That
so
man is
much for
clutch.
being here, and I love the Avatar. I love that, definitely. Yeah. So, my man, I'm and consider the simple fact that 10% is going to cover, this piece. What's up with you, brother? What you think?
Here's the thing. I'm buying 10 of these. Okay, one for you and one for Will. I'm just no. Honestly, this I'm the same boat with Will. I'm kind of conflicted now because the show was okay. The whole show it had its ups and downs for sure, but this figure, I'm telling you, man, Boba Fett figures they tend to sell, but this quarter scale,
Yeah.
I'm looking at some quarter scales that are still in stock at Sideshow, and they're free shipping almost. I mean, look at that quarter scale Spider-Man. It's still sitting.
Yep.
It's still sitting there, even with that amazing base. It's still sitting. I mean, you can find that figure. I'm going through these Facebook groups. You can find it for $300 with the deluxe.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So
Really?
I'm not too worried about this because I think honestly, I mean, if I were to get this, I have to be inclining picking up that quarter scale Mando.
Yo.
Because you got to pair these two up, right? Yeah.
Hey, real quick, because I interrupt the regularly scheduled program because we there's an interruption here. I think there's something going on in the background. I mean, I can't speak to it. But we got the wizard in the building. Like the wizard came through on this one. He was like, "Yo, let me speak. Let me speak.
He
Let
knew.
me speak. Let me speak."
What is going
possible?
on? Look, and I got it sporting right here. You guys see that?
Hell
Oh,
Smell your
my
coffee yet,
goodness.
Aries?
Listen, I've got
The spotchka.
wizard
Drinking
juice.
tonight.
Yes.
Oh, and I do, and I've got the spotchka, and I've got proper 66.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on, man. Come on. Talk it, bro. Like, what you now? Wait. So KG, because I know you wanted to finish up. I know you want to finish up real quick, because then after you finish up, we're going to go to the wizard, and then we're going to go to everybody else. But what did you want to finish up with, brother?
Yeah, so I think this quarter scale figure I'm not worried about because if we've seen the track record of quarter scales, they tend to sit on Satch's website for a very long time. So for me, I think I will pick this up, but for a good price. I'm not willing to spend $640 for it because with that price, I can buy 2 or 3 Follow First Clone Troopers. So for me, I'd rather wait, play the waiting game because right now I'm currently not pre-ordering anything because I'm following that game because I think. I just don't know if I'm going to pick up a piece and I might cancel it, lose my NRD. So I'm going to wait on this. Although that Sculpt, that Tamora Morrison Sculpt, I'm telling you, man, they're not ruining that Tamora Morrison Sculpt. Every single figure that we've gotten that involves a Tamora Morrison has been a 10 out of 10 almost. Yes. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's great. I mean, this figure looks great. I might be picking it up one day, but for sure I'm gonna wait. I want to see how this figure does in the just in the market itself, and hopefully the price is reasonable for many collectors because I think this piece will fit into some people's collection and maybe mine. So we should see.
Yo, Aries,
My
the
man.
wizard.
What is going on?
What's going on with you, brother? Now. Again, we're going to have full discussion tomorrow, so we'll dive into that. What a day. But what did you think about seeing this quarter scale piece? Did it take you by surprise, or did you feel something like this was going to happen?
I felt something like this was going to happen, but it did take me by surprise because I didn't think that this was going to be the next announcement. For the book of Boba Fett. So I was a little bit I kind of figured they were going to do it, but I didn't think they were going to do it, if that makes sense at all. And I was talking about this with Justin on the Aries Tarrington show, and I think I got kind of convinced. I was like, quarter scale, I don't got the quarter scale Vader, although I do look a lot at that David Prowse head sculpt because I'm like, hey, when are we going to get the 1/6 one, baby? The Hot Toys Wizard already told me that one's coming, but I look at it all the time. And I'm like, okay, well, you got the other Boba Fett, you got the Mando. And I'm like, you know what? there's not a whole lot of them. Is it possible that perhaps? Oh, baby, just look at that.
Look at that, bro.
Yeah.
That looks great.
That David
I
Prowse
mean,
amazing.
scope is incredible, bro.
That's amazing.
I feel like I gotta get it.
Flex.
I feel like I gotta get
You need it.
I mean,
You need it.
I need it because there's not so many of them. It's not like
Yeah.
you know, what do we got? The Vader one, because I know how I'm gonna be.
Mhm.
Is it possible that if I get the you know, this one, or there's no way if I get this, there's no way I'm not getting that what Mario just had up there. I'm gonna get the quarter scale Darth Vader,
Mhm.
which means I'm gonna get the
Yeah.
quarter scale Boba Fett that came out before. Which means I'm probably gonna go ahead and get the Mando that they already have out. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys that this is the first big picture that I'm seeing. Did they release this out on Facebook yet? I mean, or
Yeah.
did you?
Yep.
Because I
Just
looked
did.
earlier today and I saw a couple of pictures, but I didn't see it yet. But
Yeah,
man,
you need
just
to
looking
you
at
need to
this,
see the head sculpt. That head sculpt.
I didn't see the head
Ooh,
sculpt yet,
ooh,
babe.
oops,
I didn't see it.
You know what? We got the correction. Thank you for coming through with that one punch. Sebastian Shaw, not David Prowse. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Mhm.
Forgot that. Forgot about that. Thank you for that correction. But yeah,
yeah.
finish. You go ahead, finish yours.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised that this has come out now, but it makes me wonder, like, what's going to come out next for the 6 scale. But I don't know, Lale, did you got a picture of the head sculpt here? Is it different? Is it vastly different from the ones that we're getting on the throne? Or
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh,
It is.
yeah.
It is.
Plain
I'll
done,
show you in a
plain done.
second here. I'll show you.
Oh,
Look at that.
That looks.
Dude.
Oh man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think I'm sold. Is it possible that the Dark Jedi is sold?
Oh no.
Come the freak on. Yeah, I'm gonna get this.
Oh, you're falling in the rabbit hole, my friend.
Yeah, which means I got to get the Vader one. So listen, anyone out there that has a good price on that, let me know.
Man,
I'm
You
gonna
can
be
still
hungry.
get him reasonable Aries for sure. Yeah.
yeah, you
he's
can
not too
definitely
bad.
get him reasonable. My man, Riley, bro, what you think, man?
Dude. Dude, I am so conflicted right now. Same with KG and Will because I personally I enjoyed the Book of Boba. I enjoyed the show, but I'm not big into quarter scales. But I mean, dude, this doesn't even feel like a quarter scale to me. It looks like a statue. Like this is insane.
Yeah.
Like, this looks really good, man. And obviously, I'm probably gonna have to wait. It's not gonna be something I pre-order, but if it's for the right price, it's gonna be coming because that base they've got LED light ups on the base. It looks really good and it's gonna be an amazing figure. I'm not a huge fan of like the armor just for me because like I actually like the dirty beat up armor from the 2-pack a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
if they
same.
did do a quarter scale of that, then that would make me like, I really need to get this. Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if they. I mean, they probably will. They probably
Dude.
still will. I mean, I wouldn't
I
be
mean,
surprised.
It
That
has
would be
LED
awesome.
light up on the base.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
it does.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the floor, it lights up, dude.
Oh wow.
And it's got the mythosaur on it, dude. I don't know, man. It's definitely going to be something I think about. Yeah.
Does the Vader
mythosaur.
one light up, or does it just? It's just
Yes.
I thought it was the head, the
No,
helmet.
so we have a base. The Imperial logo lights up in the back, and then
Wow.
I think he has
Yeah,
batteries in the chest. I
chest
don't- I
chest
never
lights
messed with
up
it.
as well.
And
There's
that
battery.
fire,
The other one's,
dude.
well, they're battery
It-
too, but I got them plugged in like through fake batteries.
This armor looks
Yeah.
really good. It looks
It looks-
better
it
than
looks
the
amazing.
one on the throne. I don't know why it looks
It,
different.
Yeah,
generally
I
looks
agree
like
with you.
I'm watching the show right now. Like it's that good. Like
Look
it
at
looks
that.
like a
Because it's
movie
not that
poster.
matte color,
Definitely.
you know what I mean? It's a little
Dude.
more weathered.
Mario,
Yeah.
I agree
Agree.
with you too, man. That flame effect is incredible, bro.
Dude,
Yeah, that's really clean, man.
That looks
I
like
really
real
like it a
fire,
lot.
bro.
Man,
does look
quarter
great.
scale is a whole other animal. I'm telling
I
you.
know.
It really
Dude.
is, as you can clearly see.
Yeah, like
Yeah, dude,
literally,
it's-
like it takes on a spirit. Even though I'm still not doing it. It's quarter scale. Nope.
Well, you're
Only-
not going
Come
to
on,
do this,
quarter
my
scale
man.
man.
No,
quarter
because
scale
here's the
man.
thing is
Quarter
because
scale, man.
I only basically got the quarter scale or ordered the quarter scale Mando because it took the place of the statue I was going to get through Sideshow. You know what I mean? So that's why I actually got that piece.
And I
This-
have this to compliment it.
I don't know. I'm not. Here's the thing. and I knew it. I knew as soon as I said it. This MFer right here was going to say one. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I already knew that. I saw that coming. So, and then Kirkwood, I knew Ryan Kirk because he's been saying it all day. Quarter scale man. That's been basically the thing going around. So I knew that was going to actually come next.
I have a question for the panel. Now, do you guys think that we are getting a chrome plated Mando? It's pretty imminent. I think it's coming. I think July, I believe, of this year. So, do you guys think that we'll be getting another quarter scale Mando that's chrome plated with the head sculpt of Pedro Pascal, with the spear, with all the stuff that we see? And you guys don't think so?
I would hope that if they did a Book of Boba Mando, that they would do it with his new ship. Like maybe do something like that, like a big. That ship's going to be expensive as hell. Like if it's 6 scale, it's going to be.
That's what I want.
I want the ship too. I would get the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I would get
because
the Starfighter.
the thing is, it's like, yo, that N1 Star. Yeah, come on, that N1 Naboo Starfighter, man. Like literally, people sleep on it. They was complaining, but now they're softening up. And if they actually drop that piece, if they drop a chrome Mando with that piece, yes, I'm all in.
I think a lot of us will be in on that. Yeah.
I'm definitely all in. We got a $4.99 super chat real quick by Carlos. If this exact one was released in 1/6, who would get it? Me.
I think I would.
I think I get it.
Me.
Yeah.
I definitely would get it.
I don't think they do this base with a 1/6 though. I don't see it.
Yeah, they're not going to do it because they want to drive those.
Yeah, not with this.
But
base,
it's a good point. They'll probably come out with this figure in the 1/6 form, just without the base.
Yeah.
You know what though, and it's going to probably be an unpopular opinion, but I kind of actually like the other version better.
Okay.
I like the other uniform better because I love the belt. I like that one better, and I think that they should have kept that one.
Yeah, the dirtied up one.
Yeah, well, not even just the dirty up, the clean one.
Right.
From Mando, yeah.
The repainted one.
I like So the repaint, I like that one better than this particular one. I don't know why. I just think that I just love the cloth. I love basically the design of that one. But again, I'm just still on the fence about it because I don't know. I knew Coolio quarter scale. That's funny. I knew that was. I knew that was actually coming. Mafia, bro. What you? Come on, this piece, bro. Talk to me, man.
Who all besides Mario has a quarter scale hot toy?
I have before, but I don't.
I have one.
See, that's why.
I have one.
So once dude, I'm buying this. It's 100% purchase. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm not picking this thing up. When you have a quarter scale hot toy, man, there's just something. There's something about them, man. There's something about them. Like I'm gonna get the Mando one. They're just amazing, and I wish to God I had bought the that damn Rancor Deluxe Sideshow statue. I would just put them right on that freaking thing, and it would fit just right. It'd look perfect. But no, I mean, this thing looks. This is amazing looking. Look, I don't know, man. I'm Aries, man. Aries, you know, man. But it's over, and I like it as a whole. It's cool. It's Star Wars. Sometimes it's hit and miss, just like any Star Wars. But it's Star Wars, man. I like Boba Fett more than I like the sequels, and I have sequel figures. You know what I mean?
There you go.
This thing just looks phenomenal, and I'm telling you, if you don't have a quarter scale, when you get one in your hands, it's a game changer, man. If they did like everything I like from Star Wars in quarter scale, I would just be quarter scale, man. I would. I'm serious. Like they're sick, man. And this thing looks beautiful, man. And that sculpt is the best sculpt I've ever seen. Dude, I really think so, man.
Dude, it's the real deal.
Yeah, when you have that, like look, like Mario and I have the same Vader right there. And
you mean this one right here?
Yeah, of course.
He had to get it out for us.
Do you really want me to go get mine too?
Yeah, bro, get it. Flex off.
You can try.
Oh, Jesus. I can try shit. Dude. Look, you don't even know what I do.
Oh,
you know what?
Hell, let's do it, boys.
You know what? Since you're doing that, right? Let me let everybody in on the secret. This is the intro that I created for Friday Night Flex. Y'all want to peep it real quick?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Yes.
Sick, man.
Nice.
Amazing.
Don't you
Amazing.
knock him over, Mario.
Knock him over, buddy.
Inspired
Trying
by
not to
this
mind.
guy right here.
Hey man, best believe
Beard
it. Best
God
believe
be.
it.
Yo.
That looks good.
Yo.
Man.
Yo.
Man, I
Yeah,
kicked myself for not getting it. I think it's amazing.
couldn't pass on it,
Yo.
man. Absolutely couldn't. There's just too much
Yeah.
going on here, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think for Vader, you can make an exception getting any scale. I mean, it's just
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
it's an amazing
Absolutely.
Vader.
Yeah,
It's
but
Vader.
quarter scale's
It's
king.
Vader.
Most iconic
Yeah, Aries, I
character
hope
in
you
Star
can find a
Wars.
deal on it, man. Really
Look,
do.
I mean, I got to get that Boba
That
Fett, so I
joint.
know I got to get this because I mean, I'm literally
Well-
looking at that Boba Fett the first time on
Mario.
this show
Mhm.
here that,
Yeah.
that with you guys that Leo flashed on that head sculpt. Holy crap!
Like this piece, I'm mad. I'm mad because basically I was like, again, I'm not a quarter scale dude. Like I just
Yeah.
because the spacing and then on top of that, there's not too many companion pieces. But when you think about it right now, they did create a companion piece for that quarter scale Mando. They literally did. Like they created with this right here. So I'm still not
Yeah.
doing it. Nope. I'm still not.
I
Aries,
ain't got the-
Aries,
I ain't got
But
the
here's
Aries,
the
you're
thing.
not
man.
talking me
This is
into this,
heavy.
bro. You're not doing it. Aries,
Is it
don't do
Is
it.
He's doing the thing.
He's doing it.
Oh, Mafia has his
You
quarter scale.
have to wonder. Oh, look, I mean, I don't know, Leo. I mean, just you got to look at your collection room. You got to kind of.
Oh no.
Aries, don't use your wizard powers.
It can complement the 6 scale. Look, I'm convinced already myself. Look, I got a couple of curios. Oh my god, come on, dude.
I mean, you know, Mario
Look at
wanted
that.
to flex it too.
Well,
Look at
here's
that.
the thing too.
I was
Well, I mean,
just
here's
like,
the
let's
thing. When
bring
is
it
the
up.
next anniversary for Return of the Jedi?
Oh,
Too far away, my friend.
we're not done with the Empire.
Is it
That's
actually
what I mean.
far
next
away?
year,
Not
isn't it?
even closer.
Is it next
it
year
next
or
year?
20 or 24?
Yeah, I thought it was next
23
year.
or 24?
Yeah,
Let's focus on
I
the
think it's
Yeah.
2020. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, Return of the Jedi came out in 1983, I believe.
Yeah,
Is it grabbing it? Is
So,
it
yeah.
blurring?
So
who knows, man? They
Helmet,
might reissue it. They might reissue the
could.
quarter scale.
Yeah.
They
They
might,
could.
yeah.
Dude,
Or there's still
with
a
the
1/6
Dude,
version.
it's so damn good. Look at
Yeah.
this. Look at this cape. I mean,
Dude,
it's like,
stop it.
Yo, I'm not. I'm
Bro.
taking them off. I'm taking them off.
Bro,
I'm
save
taking
that
them
Oh,
for
off.
Friday.
man.
Save
Lay
that
out,
for
bro. You
Friday.
saw the Kratos, man.
Stop
Imagine Darth Vader. in
I'm
that
just
scale.
saying, man.
Dude.
When you
Stop
have
it,
look how
guys. I'm
big
already
this thing
looking on
is, dude,
eBay.
compared to me.
I saw this one for 700.
All right, so I'm
Who's-
noticing
who's
that both of you, Mario and Anthony, you actually choose to pose it with the head sculpt on. You don't actually have Vader with the mask on with this.
No,
Or do
well,
you
actually-
change it?
Yeah, Aries. Anthony and I were just hanging out one night, and we just started. I pulled out the
Not
Vader,
one
and we
night,
both
New
decided
Year's
to do
Eve.
the New Year's Eve, and we actually decided just to try to mimic the same pose, and then from that spawned our show, the pose review. So yeah, man, it was really cool. It was really
I
fun
probably
just hanging
change it
out and
like
just
every
posing.
day. Like one
now
day.
I have his hand in his belt. That's the difference. So we slightly altered it, but we still did the same.
Yeah,
Looking at that because the sculpt is. I mean, this thing is fire, man. You,
this thing,
it's out of
this
fire
sculpt is
right
too
now, but-
nice not to display it, man. So you got to figure
I
something
know,
out.
Got
So-
to.
Too
What is
good,
the
too
same
good.
with this here that you have up, Lale? I mean, I'd have to put it on with
Dude, look at that light
Look
up.
at that.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's the bases, man. The quarter scale bases that they
Dude.
do.
Yeah, they're doing really
it's
well.
Oh, we
unbelievable.
must have
So
base
much
on the
work.
top left.
Will be quiet.
Is that the
Please
light up?
don't do it.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
light
Yeah,
up.
that's the light up.
Layouts,
Light up.
they're
Oh,
clearly
wow.
inspired by Prime One and other statue companies that are killing it with bases. So Hot
Indeed.
Toys is like, we can do that
That's
too.
a good point.
I mean,
yeah.
look at the quarter scale Spider-Man base. Look how amazing that thing
Yep.
with the Vulture
Yeah.
and everything. And then
And the
look at
Mando
the Mando
base.
base.
The Mando base.
Yeah.
Mando base.
They're killing it with
Sick.
bases.
This
What's
is
up?
sick.
I'm just
If
saying,
you
dude.
keep
If you're
talking,
a
I'm
fan of
kicking you
Star
off.
Wars,
Quarter scale.
Go
Well,
ahead.
Yeah,
you
well,
know,
the
you
Kratos
know,
called it. They
No,
can
I'm
get
gonna
some
throw
more.
one
Come on,
back
man.
at you.
You know
You
what?
know
Let me
what
just
time
take it down. Let me just take it down, so we don't have to talk about it. How about that? How about we
This is all
just
in
do
Aries. I'm playing
that?
Aries for this.
The only person that probably has my back on here is. I'm not doing it.
She don't get back.
no, you're gonna get it
Come on.
because when you have, when,
Join the
when
dark
you have
side,
Vader, when you have Vader, look, is he still here? Can I turn him in frame? I don't think I
Oh,
can.
no.
This isn't figure
look.
flex. This isn't
Here's
figure
the
flex
thing,
Friday.
Leo.
It's
Yeah.
Wednesday.
This
bro.
isn't
It's
figure
not
flex.
Friday yet.
It's not
Well,
figure
listen,
We're
flex.
giving him a sneak peek, man.
Okay.
Come on,
we're not
man.
showing
This
it,
is
but
what's to
here, check
come.
it out. When you have a quarter scale Vader, and then you get that quarter scale Mando, and you get the quarter scale Boba.
He's over here stroking
You
it.
kinda
Look at
like-
this
No,
guy.
I'm telling you, Dale,
It's so
you're
good.
saying no right now.
It's so good. I'm not
You're
saying no.
saying
I'm
no
saying
right
I'm
now.
buying it.
No, I'm saying, Leo, you're saying no right now, but until you get that quarter scale Mando, until you have it in hand, you're like, oh,
That's a good
shoot.
point.
There's
Right.
just
Another-
their presence is
so-
like. I look at my 6 scales and I'm like, eh.
Like,
I'll never-
What
I'll
I
never
will
do
say
that.
though
There's-
is
I'll
like
never
for,
do
it's
that.
for
Crazy.
collectibles. It is true. Usually bigger is better. Let's just throw it out there. Like
Yeah.
it is. Like
Oh,
you
it
know,
has more
when you
detail.
look. Yeah, when you there's more room for more detail. Exactly right.
Oh,
Like when you
just
look at the
perked up.
prime
Did you see
ones
her?
or the quarter scale Hot Toys compared to the 6 scale, it's just different.
Yeah.
That's
Are you-
why
Leo's-
Pennywise, like
Are you
KG,
are you done?
prime one
are you-
Pennywise, I'll take
Are
over
you
the Hot Toys.
Now,
are you
hold-
done?
Somebody brought it up that a 1/4 scale Pennywise Hot Toys.
Bro.
That
That'd
would
be
be
sick.
insane if they did
He's
that.
blue
I don't-
screen
I
already.
don't-
Let's get it done, Hot Toys.
Let's get a quarter scale.
I wish. But I don't
We're
think
not we're not here to talk
It's a
about
different
a
breed.
1/4 scale Pennywise.
Yeah, we
we're
need it,
here
bro.
to talk about.
I know
We
it's
are
KG,
here
but we need it.
to talk about a 1/4 scale nickel-wise.
Nickel-wise.
Nickel-wise in the building. That's what we're looking for.
Okay,
Nickel-wise.
Leo.
Yeah.
Leo,
my
here's the
likeness
thing.
rights.
If they listen, whenever the Rogue One anniversary comes out, do you
I
think
told you.
if
What
they
did I
do
tell
make
you? I
Ooh,
keep
a
if they
quarter
make
telling
a
scale
you.
quarter
Rogue One
scale,
Vader?
if they made a quarter scale Jyn
You're not
Erso, would you
listening.
buy it?
You're not listening.
I think KG's going to timeout.
I did. I just put him in timeout. I'm not letting him talk.
He's muted.
If they did a quarter scale Jyn Erso, I would definitely.
If they,
buy
you
that.
know, if
on.
they did a quarter scale Jyn Erso, I would buy it. You already
Leo,
know
they
that.
There
want
you go.
you. They
That's
want-
Leo's
Anything that they
breaking point.
basically
Come on,
release,
boys, do it.
you know I would do it. You know that. You already know that.
Come
So
on.
No.
you're answering your own question, bro. Like, why would you even ask me that? That's just like asking, if they did a what is it, a life size Grogu, in Pran. She did it. Like she
gonna be
would
awesome.
literally do it. So
Yes.
come on, man. You already know I would. We got a $1.99 super chat by DJ N. Hell yeah, that's pensive and dope AF. Man. Okay, listen.
You have
Last
a year and a
topic.
half. Okay, when you
Yeah.
see my quarter scale Boba
Yeah.
and everybody else, you may be like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you got a year and a
Aries,
half.
I thought you had my
Aries.
back, bro. I literally thought Aries had my back, and he was
Whoa.
like, "No, do you?"
I'm gonna
think-
take you down the rabbit hole with me, baby.
You're right down under with him.
He's like, "I'm just gonna bring you down.
Aries
Come
is
on
down
down
and you're
with
coming
me.
with him,
If I'm
bro.
going down, you
Come
coming
down,
with me."
you coming down with me. Yo, Mama said 1/4 scale Ahsoka.
Oh,
dude.
Oh man.
Well, Aries already
Oh,
in
Mama
KG.
said
Don't make him even deep. Don't take the hole even deeper.
You know how we
I'm
watch
giving
it.
Hot
That's
Toys
probably the
ideas,
next one
okay?
it's gonna happen.
come on,
Right.
man.
Don't
Man,
speak it
get him
into
out of here.
existence.
Get him out
Come
of here.
on,
Ariel
man.
Austin Ahsoka.
Wait.
Oh,
A quarter scale, in game, throwback classic Loki. Would you
Oh
get that?
hell
Will?
yeah, bro! Not even a thought. It's day one. I don't even pre-order, but that's a dope one.
Hell yeah.
Okay, like that's. Don't even throw that out there, Leia. Pennywise too. Pennywise and Loki, easy, bro.
Oh
Easy.
wait. A quarter scale. Godfather Mario. Would you do it?
Oh,
Ooh.
he's
Four
good.
scale Godfather.
Yes.
By Hot Toys?
Yeah, Hot Toys.
Yeah.
No.
I think I'd have to do that.
No.
No.
He said no.
No.
He wouldn't do
No.
it. Okay.
I wouldn't do it. No. Actually, Damn Toys has a third scale figure or statue out.
I saw that.
third?
I saw that,
Thinking
yeah.
about it. Third. Yep. Thinking about
So,
it.
Mario, you would get a third scale, but not a quarter scale.
Yeah.
Not-
Brother
Well, listen,
cousin.
It's Hot
Can I-
Toys. It's Hot
can I
Toys. I
say
won't
one
do it.
thing?
I gotta
Okay,
stay. I gotta
gotcha.
stay true to the statue thing,
There's-
man.
Gotcha. okay,
Brother
okay.
cousin. So quarter
That makes
scale
sense.
Terminator figure.
Oh, dude,
They
I'm
made
in for
one.
that too.
Absolutely.
Didn't they make one?
If they make
No.
an endoskeleton or an Arnold
the
Schwarzenegger,
Innovative
I'm in.
one.
Yeah.
Or T1000.
T1000.
I think they made one, Will.
Yeah.
Didn't they make
They
Enter
did
Bay
an
did.
endoskeleton.
They made
Innovative.
an endoskeleton,
Oh.
yeah, but that's like
Right.
super crazy price now. If they reissued
Oh,
that, I would.
man.
Now I will say I actually bought it and sell it and bought the Terminator arm all over again. That's a whole other thing. I got a video about that whole journey. But I will say when I had the quarter scale Terminator,
Mhm.
when Anthony is talking about the 1/4 scales. That Terminator exoskeleton, I'm just going to say it. They couldn't do what they did with that 1/4 scale and 1/6 scale. Like how the pistons and the arms and how everything moved, they could not do it. So when you get 1/4 scale, it is totally a whole nother level, a complete other level. So.
Sorry, says a 1/4 scale.
Everybody's all.
Tobar says a 1/4 scale K2SO. I mean,
yeah, be pretty big.
Wow.
That'll be cool.
Didn't they do a life size K2SO?
Sideshow.
I think they did.
Yeah.
Cuervo 383. Leo, would you take a 1/4 scale Will? Comes with breadsticks and small Pennywise figure
Yeah,
Loki
Loki
helmet.
He doesn't
I'll take that all day.
actually go in my head. The helmet wouldn't actually work on the sculpt. Cuervo would buy it. I know he would.
Dopo.
That's a dopo right there.
Dopo.
By the way, Cuervo sold. I don't know if I told you guys. Cuervo sold me a first order snowtrooper for $90 shipped. So he actually shipped it before I paid him. So like,
Cuervo, I would have given you 120 for it, bro. But
well, yeah, I mean, he wants a 1/4 scale Will, so I'll hook him up. So
1/4 scale Will.
Will has to happen.
yeah, man.
Somebody, Braden said a 1/4 scale Obi-Wan. Which one? Which one?
Yeah,
gonna
which
happen?
one?
If it's a 1/4 scale
Alec
Alec Guinness,
one.
I'm
Alec
all
Guinness.
in.
Yeah.
If it's a
Yeah.
1/4 scale Alec Guinness, I am all in. Yes, because my actually 1/6 scale Alec Guinness. Yes, incredible.
1/4
It's gonna be
scale
a new
Fennec
Obi-Wan,
Shan.
guys. Look, we got a 1/4 scale Mando at the end of Mando. We got a 1/4 scale Boba at the end of Boba. We're gonna get a 1/4 scale.
you got a 1/4 scale Toku collector behind you.
Yeah.
He came over, so he's taking care of the
Come on,
Vader
Leo.
figure.
Did he bring
We're
pizza?
gonna get a 1/4 scale Obi after that show.
Good day, mate.
wow.
Good day, mate.
Oh,
There
man.
you go.
That's
There
pretty
you
Might as well
go.
take the plunge now, Leo.
Dude, Aries,
No,
you did
we
this
need
to
a-
us.
we
You did
need-
this to us,
Aries,
man.
live pre-order, man. Let's
Listen,
go.
So-
we need a
Well, look, if we're
We
gonna
need a
get
1/4 scale Aries.
1/4 scale Aries.
First scale, of course.
I mean, if you're,
No, we don't
that's
need
what I'm
to
saying.
do that.
Like, whoever actually has that 1/4 scale Mando, imagine how, like, if you basically had them both jetpacks on, flying, fighting.
Right.
'Cause that's the
Right.
honestly,
This is the
we're
way.
not going too much in it, but that to me in today's episode was the highlight. Seeing them both
Yes,
together.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's
It's
a-
six.
Get out.
For tomorrow, man.
The most important part, and I'm gonna save it for tomorrow, but the most important part of that was like almost a passing of the torch, as if Boba was saying, "You got this, my brother." You know what I mean? Like that was so
That
dope.
was that
To
was
seeing
didn't
both
think
of
of
them
that.
fighting together and having each other's
Yes.
back, yo, that was dope. Like literally,
It was.
Mando said, "I'm not going anywhere." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, that was dope. That
Agreed.
was dope. That was
Dude,
dope.
And
I didn't
he's
even
like,
think about that.
you're gonna follow that, and he's like, yeah, it's the creed. That's just
It's
how
the
it is.
creed.
It's the way.
They're
That's
brothers.
how we do it.
And that's how we do it. And that's what I'm saying. They setting it up. They setting things up for them too for Mando. But we'll get into that tomorrow because I don't want to get too much.
Yeah.
Mario's
Don't
Mario's
spoil
in my
it.
ear like, yo, you shut up.
Save it
Can
for
you
the
just
show, man.
please
Save it for
just
the
save
show,
it for the show? You know, save it for tomorrow. So okay, I'll
This-
save it
this is the
tomorrow.
way.
Okay. This is the way. Definitely it is. Hey, listen, real quick though. We got 136 people in here right now live, bro. We do appreciate that. Hit that like button.
Hit
But
the like
also,
button.
136 people in here right now. Please subscribe to my man El Profesor's page. Come on,
Yes,
man. Because
please.
the job is
Please.
basically right now, we are going to get him literally before the end of this month. We're going to get him to 1,000 straight up. That's my job.
End of the
We're getting
month.
to 1,000.
I mean,
That is the
ready to
job.
get going.
So we're going to continue to do that.
Wow.
Like literally, we're going to push forward. Anybody else who needs help, definitely, I'm pushing for that. All my guys, anybody who actually needs their channels, subscribe to Riley Reviews, subscribe
Riley
to
Reviews,
Aries,
baby.
Will
Let's go,
Foxification, Brother Cousins, Six Scale Mafia, who just hit 1,000 not too long ago, and he's still climbing. And when KG decides to come off the road and stop filming and get his channel back up, we're gonna help him out too. We got
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely, man. We got a $4.99 super chat by my man SpongeBob Square Bows in the building. 1/4 scale cosplaying as Wonder Woman in the golden armor. Ooh, somebody. See that?
Hey,
He's like,
Is it
come on,
possible?
do that for me. But no, listen. Real quick, last thing here. Because like I said, we're going to round this out because we are hitting almost 2 hours in.
Yes.
I just want to go around real quick because, like I said, we seen this, and I was like, damn, I was going to say predictions for reveals, but now I'm actually go predictions for either this weekend or Monday's release. So that's where I'm going right now. I'm talking about release. Is there going to be a release? Now, here's the thing. First off, I'm going to go to the Black Nostradamus first because he's been right so far. So, Brother Cousins, do you think... No. As a matter of fact, Aries, would you do me the honors and ask him this question, please?
Brother Cousins, is it possible that we are going to get a release? What day is it, Leo? Next week?
Either this week or next week.
All right, let me redo it then.
This weekend or Monday.
Is it possible, now that the Chinese New Year is Hot Toys is back from it, is it possible that we're going to get a release or releases this week, tonight, tomorrow, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night? What say you?
The Hot Toys Wizard has bestowed some leftover magic and powers in me. So, I predict that not only are we going to get one release, we're going to get two.
Wow.
And that's going to be between Friday and Monday. One is going to be Cable. Second, dare I say it, Ahsoka. I have spoken.
I have spoken.
So interesting that you say that because I was basically thinking, because of where they're going, I was surprised that we didn't actually get more of a flashback or a round out or just basically winding us back to this particular character. But I was actually thinking, and let me take you off because I know you don't want to be solo too much. And I mean, everybody think you're pretty, but we don't want to. You know what I mean?
No, put him back.
Yeah.
Get the baby oil. Get the baby oil.
Get the baby oil up there, bro.
There you go.
But I was thinking possibly even Django. That was basically, and I know a lot of people were talking about this, but I was thinking Django possibly. Since we're already on that Mandalorian tread, what does anybody can chime in on this? What do you think?
Yeah, it makes sense.
This week, probably.
It does make sense.
Next week, latest.
I mean, with the Boba Fett episode, I mean, I'm not going to say too much, but there was something in this episode that was mentioned, and I think Django's. I think honestly, I'm going to say this. I think he's coming next week. I think his due date's next week. Because right now, everything is revolved around this show, and now they're releasing some Star Wars figures now, and hopefully this one, man, because I know a lot of people really want this, and it's Django. It's the he's the father. He's the father of all the clones, including Boba Fett. So I think this is imminent.
Is it possible that this actually gets released before the Ahsoka? And I say yes. Whether I wanted to or not, I actually would rather have the Ahsoka first. I actually think you're right. Yeah, I do. Right. Maybe they'll come out with both of them, which will help us spill all our.
Dude, that would be amazing.
There you go.
That would be amazing.
Could be.
That'd be incredible.
I think we're going to, regardless, going to have back-to-back releases. I think this time.
Yeah.
Yep. I think
the missus has spoken. I'm sorry, she has spoken. And when the missus when she speaks, I gotta acknowledge it. So yes. Everybody right now subscribe to Positive Fandom.
Yes, please do.
Make sure you do that. It is a great channel to watch, and when the discussions are on point. So definitely Positive Geekdom. Come on, man. Come on. A Positive Fandom. I want to say Positive Geekdom, but Positive Fandom. If you haven't already, subscribe. The woman has spoken, because if I went upstairs and I did not say this, she would have whooped my ass.
Yeah.
So yes, make sure. Oh, we got Mario. I think he just did it. I think he just did it.
It's KG. I'm subscribed too.
Yes.
I just subscribed.
Thank you.
I'm subscribed.
Yes.
Everyone subscribe.
Everybody
Please
subscribe.
do so.
Please do so. Everybody,
Thank you,
everybody do that.
Thank you.
Everybody do that. So definitely. But yeah, I mean, again, I can see them possibly doing something like this. I mean, I know we're calling for Ahsoka. I know they've made, there's rounds. I think that we're going to get Ahsoka sooner than later, just to kind of get that out the way. You know what I mean? I hope so. This is right around the corner as well. I do agree Cable is one of them as well. We still have Miles, to release. So I know people are expecting that. By the way, I got my classic 1/6 scale J's, so I'm good with that. Because them Bobos, Bobos they put on him ain't getting worn. Hell no.
One of
Yeah.
those. Oh my god.
What
That's
are
one of my most
those?
anticipated 1/6 is probably that particular Miles, man. I love that getup.
Dude.
With
It's
the
great.
shorts, with the hoodie, with the J's. and
Yeah.
everything,
Dude, it's
That's
a-
I'm looking forward to
definitely
that one.
It's a
incredible.
DX almost. I mean,
It should be.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like 3 head sculpts. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, listen, if they release this piece, life fulfilled for me as well. I wouldn't be mad at it, because there's one particular look that I'm actually going for that I actually love the most out of this piece. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Let me see. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Now, I got a strange feeling though. There's definitely going to be an updated Tamora Morrison head sculpt on this. There is.
Oh, I hope not. I want that George W. sculpt, man.
W, baby.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's going to be that. But I love this look. This look right here. I love that.
Dude, it looks sick.
It's like a Western.
it does.
Like I love that look, man.
Poncho, that's
The
dope.
poncho.
Like Clint
I love
Eastwood.
that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now all they have to do basically is give us an Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan, and I'm all in. Like,
Dude,
please.
Yeah.
right.
If they give us that,
And give
I am
give
all
us
in.
Mace Windu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come
Give us
on.
Mace. Give
Yeah,
us
we need
Mace.
Mace.
We need Mace. Come on, Howard. You hearing
on.
everybody else, man. Give us Mace. You already know we want that. Wizard, do you think Wizard, we got to get a Mace, man. You think we'll get a Mace?
No, we got to get a Mace.
Come
Look,
on.
I've been feeling it. I know they gave us Qui-Gon first. I guess, which is fine. I would have rather have had Mace Windu first. I guess that I get Liam Neeson was a big giant star for the Phantom Menace. But look, I mean, all 3 episodes. Is it possible that we're finally going to get the prequels Mace Windu this year? Announced 2022 for sure. Hot Toys Wizard has told me. I say yes. Come on. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
We got it. We have to. And we and I
hope
think that the
so.
Padme, look, we have to get a couple of these legacy characters out of the way. So it might seem a little bit crazy we're going to get 2 prequel figures, but I think we're going to get Mace announced. I think we're going to get Padme announced as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm definitely hoping, man.
They're big characters that we're
Come
missing.
on.
We finally got the
Come on.
Lando.
Mhm.
Billy D. Williams last year for the OT. But listen, there is one. You have to wonder. There's one character that baffles the mind that has not come out for Star Wars. Just as important as Padme, just as important as Mace.
Yep.
Where's C-3PO?
Yep.
Mhm.
You got to do it. You got to have it.
If they
got
just
it.
give
I'd
us
say
a
more
2-pack,
important than those characters. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's in every movie. So
I'm convinced he's never coming out.
I think it has,
Maybe
Maybe
it's
it's a
two-pack
license
with
thing,
Chewie
and
with the
maybe
broken
it's
limbs.
this. I don't know.
That's what I want.
I think it has to do with Sideshow probably.
Yeah. Sideshow owns it probably.
And also maybe they're thinking people won't buy it if they make it diecast. So they're,
I'd buy it.
I don't
would
know. They
too.
did
I would too.
They did a Jedi Knight
But
Luke
it'd be expensive.
Skywalker, and Sideshow has one too at the same time. So
Right.
Who knows?
Right.
True.
It's true. But then
I'll get one plastic with the removal, like what Mario was saying, with removable limbs, and get it plastic
Right.
with removable limb gimmick, and call it a day. I mean,
yeah.
it's almost like the same reason to me they haven't done a Return of the Jedi Vader in 1/6 because Sideshow has theirs,
Right.
and and same with this Obi-Wan Kenobi from Clone Wars. That's probably another reation they're like haven't done that
Yeah.
yet, because I think there's communication going on there where they're like,
Yeah.
hey, try not to step on our toes, please. So
Yeah.
because anytime Hot Toys gets announced, you're always going to buy that over the Sideshow. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like that kills Sideshow's business and them selling C-3PO.
Yeah.
How much would a diecast C-3PO be? You think for if
Probably
it would-
$375. Like,
Hmm.
but if it has
Wow, you think
removable
that much?
limbs, Yeah, I think so. Because in Iron Man is what, 375 minimum diecast.
So you're getting a lot more accessories with an Iron Man. With 3PO, you just need like a couple hands, and that's basically it.
That's true.
And then the articulation is like not.
But you have
like,
the wires too, Mario. That might be.
Yeah, I would think like at least 200 with creepy KG in the dark. And
The diecast C-3PO, no way it's under 300.
It's gonna be like 350.
No, I think like three minimum. Yeah.
Now, in all fairness, with people fetching 700, 800, 900 for that Tamashii Nations 3PO, which is
my
awesome.
God.
That would actually be
is
pretty
amazing.
good. I'd be like, okay, I'll take it for
right.
So,
At 350,
exactly.
that would be amazing. Yeah, I think we'd all buy it here for 350. But
Oh yeah,
I would.
what a casual. I don't know.
Choco Collector is asking, would you guys like his 1/6 scale Anakin, or little Anakin rather, and protocol or prototype C-3PO?
I'll take that.
Pre-covers, episode 1.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
That would be cool.
I think we would all take it because it would be different. It's just a matter of what they would do it if they would do something like that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That'd be a great box set too.
Yeah, that definitely would be. We got a $9.99 super chat by my guy Cuervo 383. Just wanted to say thanks, Leo, for all the great content, conversations, and assembling this amazing panel. Oh man, appreciate that, bro. I mean, these are all my guys, my family. So why not? Why not bring them here and let's have this discussion and just keep it positive. I mean,
bro,
sometimes.
KG, stop it, bro. Stop showing me that.
KG's trying to kill Leo.
Let me see.
Trying to kill Leo.
Let me see.
That is insane.
Yeah, that's him.
God,
that is spot on.
That is a 10.
That's him.
They nailed it, no doubt about it.
Wow.
That's him.
Get it, Leo.
Get it.
It's with a creepy Pennywise in the background.
I know. He's sitting in the background.
I love it though. Yeah. KG's more convincing with Pennywise in the background.
I mean, the likeness is just basically there all day, every day. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, it's been a great discussion tonight, man. We had a great time, like literally.
So much fun.
So glad to have everybody here tonight. It was a great discussion. The wizard came through in the end to drop some knowledge. So, definitely happy for that, man. As always, Will brought the guns, and Brother Cousins brought the baby oil. So definitely, man. Thanks everybody.
Always on deck.
Always on deck. Always on deck. So again, thanks everybody for actually coming through. So KG, what you got coming up? What's going on in your world, brother?
Well, here's the thing. I hope I influenced you picking up the quarter scale.
Yeah, I'm not paying you any mind right now, but what's up?
Don't worry. No, honestly, guys, it's been fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a jam tonight. I mean, getting Aries in, and it was a lot of fun. So honestly, guys, for my channel, nothing going on. Just for me personally, I'm going to be jumping on streams like this, Lael's, Will's, and hopefully one day with Mario and Aries, brother cousins. Like I just join, hop on. I just love supporting the community as always, and I'm here, man. I'm reading the chats, and I'm always having fun reading the chats while somebody's talking. I just love this community, man. I mean, the reason why I joined YouTube is because of this, and that's all I care about. So nothing going on my channel. Just expect me on other people's channels. So
definitely. Yeah. El Profesoro, what's going on in your world, bro?
Well, right now I want to hurry up and finish up these damn Maji cases so I can at least show you what's going on. So I need to hurry up and get this thing built up. Like I said, collection tour is definitely in the works. I did a live stream last night and talking about the was it last night? Yeah, it was last night, Tuesday night, talking about the premium format Boba Fett that just dropped from Sideshow, which was nice. I'm actually thinking about doing that, just considering a single topic, just have a couple people on and just do something short and sweet, so I kind of like that. I'm kind of digging that format. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I've got a live stream coming up probably next weekend.
Nice.
That involves 1/6 Fix, Marco and Gigi. They're curious about statues, and I'm putting together a few people in the dark side that might help persuade their decisions. So yeah, that's gonna be fun, man. But yeah, definitely be putting together some 6 scale stuff pretty soon. So just be on the lookout. And I just want to say thank you everyone in the community that's like showing me so much love. It's just completely overwhelming, and it's nuts. I mean, all of y'all, thank you everybody in this panel. And
we're here for you, man.
Leo, thanks for having me on tonight too, man.
Definitely,
really
bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
As always, man. Always. There's a space here all the time. what do you got going
Yes.
on over there besides positive fandom?
Yes, besides Positive Fandom, on Monday nights, I stream with Lorena Creole on Toxic Femininity, along with Nina Infinity and Mandy Summers. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm here on the 1/6 Scale Man Network when I'm
Yes.
lucky enough to be on Say What. It's wonderful. And I'll always be on Uncivilized Scoundrels on Thursday
Yep,
nights with
Yes,
you
yes.
guys.
Yes.
And on
Yes,
Friday
yes.
afternoons, I stream at 12 p.m. Eastern with Midnight's Edge with Tom and Andre and Cameron Pasha. On Friday nights, I stream with Lael and Robert Meyer Burnett on the Burnett Work with Midnight Meta. And on Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have my new live show called Sunday Brunch, where I do the parlay of anything and anything that's going on in fandom. And you guys should check it out.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
definitely.
much for that. Definitely. If you haven't already subscribed, you know what to do. We told you already. Come on, man. Just get on that. Real quick before we move over, we got a $7.99 super chat by Ashley Chase. Awesome stream, guys, and everyone in the chat. Much love. See you next time. Thank you so much for that.
See you, Ashley.
Always a pleasure.
Good to
See
see
you
you,
later,
Ashley.
Ashley.
Good to see you.
6 Scale Mafia. What's going on with you, bro, besides the nookie?
And the vent.
Timing. Well,
All the time.
Let's see. What do we got going on, man? Saturday night. Yeah. Saturday night's going to be the live stream giveaway for the IG-11. So come check it out. If, you want an IG-11 Hot Toys, I'm giving it away Saturday night. That'll be really cool just to give back to the community for the 1,000 subs last week. So definitely appreciate that. Other things going on too. Mario and I, we do our posing review on Saturdays as well. That's fun. Going through Rogue One. We're almost done with Rogue One, aren't we?
Yeah. We're
Yeah, I think-
doing Jin Urso this weekend.
Yes,
Is
Yeah,
it?
yes.
Jin
Tomorrow?
and
Yeah.
Jin Deluxe.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
gonna be
He's so
fun.
creepy right now.
Yeah, that was. I know. I can't even He's messing me up. I'm trying to. Damn clown.
Trying to speak his piece when we see this.
I'm so proud of him right now.
I got a new thing going on, which is really cool. Some of you have already seen. I've been doing these interviews now that are 1 hour. Brother Cousins was the first. It's really cool. A lot of editing involved. It's real intimate. You get to kind of know content creators and members of the community. I'm sure almost everybody here is going to be on it as well. It's really cool. And if you don't want to watch it, I've got it on Spotify and I have it on iTunes. So that's pretty badass. I got a lot of people already just listening to it, driving in the car, stuff like that. But it's awesome, man. So I encourage you guys to come check it out and kind of get an inside perspective on what we do and why we started doing it. And it's fun. The creative process we go into. It's really cool. So I'm looking forward to more. I'm looking forward to having you guys all on there. And that's it, man. That's it for now. Always a pleasure to be here.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Let me see here. Okay, so look, you know what to do. Do I have to say more? Need I say more? Follow him. Come on, let's get it going.
It's worth it, I think. You'll get college
sure.
credit.
It definitely is.
So I mean,
Very
yeah,
transferable.
it's definitely dope.
Raleigh Reviews. What you got going on, my brother?
Right
Movie
now,
info,
dude.
and so glad to have you on board tonight.
Oh, thanks, man. I had such a pleasure being on here. It was so fun talking with you guys. And I've just got some stuff planned up on my channel. I'm not going to say anything too much yet, but I've got some stuff in the works that I'm excited about. And I also have my collection tour posted like 2 weeks ago. So if you guys want to check that out at Riley Reviews, check it out. I made a fun video there. And overall, that's what it's all about. Just having fun, making videos weekly, and just being in panels like these. Again, just thank you so much, Lyle. It was such a pleasure being on here. I
Always,
feel
bro.
so lucky to be here, dude. And
Thank you.
seeing all these guys that I would watch all the time, just being in a panel, it's so awesome. And I'm just happy to be here. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man.
And always, brother Cousins, talk to him.
Oh man, once again, thank you so much for the invite. I love you guys. We had a lot of fun tonight. This is just awesome as always, man. So I got a couple of things coming out. We got the I call it the Terminator Arm Odyssey. It has been so crazy with this piece. I've never dealt with. It's a wonderful, almost otherworldly piece, but it's just spun me all around, and I've returned it, bought it again, and it's just a whole lot. So that's going to be a real fun video, fun-ish video, but you guys will like it. So I got that one coming tomorrow. We got Best of the Best. We were supposed to do Best of the Best tonight, but had a work thing and work got crazy, so we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So that's going to be great. And then what else I got going on? I got that collection tour video. Definitely still working on that. So many pieces are coming in and coming out, and I got a couple more pieces I want to bring in before I do the collection tour. And I'm changing up stuff in here just a little bit. I got a new Detolf over there. So yeah, so that's going to be great. And I'm doing a video for kind of a play off a popular video I did, the top 10 hot toys I hate, with the spirit of Valentine's Day around. It's going to be the top 10 hot toys I love. So
I like that.
That's going to be coming. That should be between Friday and Saturday. That should be dropping.
Nice.
Oh yeah, brother.
So good, brother. If you haven't already, follow this guy right here, Brother Cousins. You know, get that pimp-ish and baby oil. He might send you out a free bottle. So
yeah, there you go.
Definitely.
I got one
autographed. He said, I got one.
I didn't get mine. So.
He said, I didn't get mine.
Still waiting, man.
Yeah.
It's in the mail.
That and KG's check. So
definitely. All right, Will, round them out, bro. What you got going on, man?
Well, I just did a live unboxing of that Prime 1 Kratos in the background there. So that a bunch of these guys were all there with me. That was fun to do. So I'm going to be doing a review of that one.
Yes.
That's coming in the near future. I'll show it up against Baldur too when I, do the review and put them together. So, dude, incredible statue. That's why I keep getting distracted every time we're talking, because I'm just looking at them like, damn, that's so good.
You're just like,
but that's why I need to probably go on Mario's show about the statue so we can convince Gigi and Marco to get into the statue.
Please.
Because for sure, man, when you get the statue, it's just a different thing altogether. But so I'll be doing a review of that. I might even do a preview video of this new Boba Fett, because those seem to be pretty fun to do.
Yeah, do it, dude.
So and
Brother Cousins gonna do one tonight.
No, probably not tonight. I gotta go to bed. Probably Collectors Mingle is going to be Sunday, but I think what we're going to do is move it up because of the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because the Super Bowl I think is at 6 or 6:30. We normally stream at 8, so that's not smart, right? So probably what we'll do is maybe do it in the 1 or 12 or something. I don't know. To get it done before the Super Bowl, so people have plenty of time to watch the Super Bowl, because we all want to watch. That's going to be a hell of a game. We all want to watch that.
We'll all be there.
Go Rams!
It's too I'd love to see the Bengals win for Kiko. We want to see Kiko happy. So, I know he's a Bengals fan. They haven't won a playoff game in 30 years. Oh, Leo. Oh, there he is, Leo.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
He wanted the center. Yeah,
it was like Connect 4 or something.
He's the center, man. I'm telling you.
But yeah. So thanks so much as always for having me, Leo. And it'll be a blast. So I got a bunch of stuff coming, but and also, collection tour. I'm going to be doing that soon.
Yes.
I'm trying to decide. So people need to let me know. Do they want me to just do it now, or should I wait for J&D Joker, Heath Ledger? Because
wait for J&D Joker.
That's coming soon, next month maybe.
Oh wow!
So,
do it now.
I didn't know that was coming next.
I'll have to go do it now.
Wait.
So, and I'm waiting.
No, dude,
Okay.
I'll wait.
I don't know.
We'll see what
just
people
wait.
want. If people tell me they want to see it now, I'll do it.
Nah, because look, I just did mine too, and then I got a few more things in, and I'm like, damn it.
Right. Well, because I said I was going to wait. I got Sauron in. I got Kratos and Baldur. I'm just waiting on J&D Joker, and Jin Sakai is a little bit later, so I'll wait. I'll do the tour and then do him later. So
okay.
So anyway,
nice.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
All right. So if you haven't already, you already know what time it is. My guy, Will Foxification. It's been here for day one. A1 day one. You know where to basically find his channel and subscribe always and get you some tips. Aries, what you got going on, brother?
Look, I mean, this is awesome. What an awesome panel. So honored to be here with everybody. I'm subscribed to everybody here, and I just subscribed to Positive Fandom. So that is awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
And look, just it's so great just branching out the whole community. This is a great community. Thank you all for your support. I'm 6 Scale Cantina. Go ahead and check me out there. I've got I had an Aries Tarrington show earlier tonight. You may want to go ahead and check that out. Was an awesome show. I have that every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Every Monday is Live and Raw with the Dark Jedi here at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
And of course, every Saturday we have the Market Show Live, our big shebang at 6 p.m. Eastern. But look, I'm on your Uncivilized Scoundrel tomorrow with Lael.
Yes.
I'm on all kinds of different shows. So just check me out. And again, thank you all for having me. Awesome.
And thank you for basically being here, man. So yes, if you haven't already subscribed to the 6 Scale Cantina, you might want to actually head over and do that. Again, if you aren't already subscribed to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel, come on, man. You know what time it is. We have great content over here. We have some fun. Again, tomorrow's Uncivilized Scoundrels, so you want to actually check that out. It's going to be a great discussion rounding out this season of Boba Fett in the final episode. So it's going to be some great talk there. So do make your way over there. And then Friday is going to be the reveal, the first episode of Figure Flex Friday. That show's only going to run for an hour because it's going to be quick in and out. Us just flexing with figures, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a test market just to see how it is. So, yeah, I mean, great group of guys are going to stop through. So I can't wait to see how that's going to roll out and have some fun with that. But yeah, come on, man, everybody, subscribe to everybody's channel on here. I do want to basically address the chat, but like I said, I gotta run. Just got a call from my baby girl in Australia, so I gotta actually check her out. But yeah, everybody who actually came through tonight, we love y'all. We love you for basically coming through and always supporting this channel. Again, I can't wait till tomorrow, and as always, your support is always welcomed here because we again want to always promote that positive energy over here. Just invite people to embrace it like we do, because we love collecting and we love you guys for being here. So from all of us to all of you, we do thank you for always supporting and being positive in the community. But until next time, from us to you guys, stay safe.
See you guys.
Until next time,
Bye.
peace
Good night.
out.